Today we got Ryan Roberts as well from NFL Draft Bible. Ryan, would you introduce yourself for us, please?
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you guys having me on today. What's up, folks? Ryan Roberts again, NFL Draft Bible, like you just said. Excited to be on for a few minutes to kick off the second day of the draft, which I guarantee will be a lot more hectic and maneuverable than yesterday was for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping so. It was kind of a buzzkill yesterday. We didn't get a trade until what, 13?
Yeah, something like that. I think it's I think it was just like the first Zoom day, the virtual experience. I feel like they all got it kind of figured out now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you, man. Sorry, I'm just sending out this tweet to let everyone know that we're live, and then I'll focus a little better.
Sounds good.
That works. Jordan, do you want Marsh to be in on this, or do you want Brett to be in on this? Do we have a fourth person?
Would you text both them and just let them know? Say like no pressure to hop on immediately, but we're live right now. We got Ryan with us, and just text Marsh for now, and let's hit up Brett in a little bit.
That works.
Hey Ryan, I'm tagging you in this as well.
Sounds good.
All right, so I got a few questions for you to start off, man, because you're our resident draft expert.
If you say so.
Well, you're the one that gets paid for it, so not me. I don't. It's not my job to know the NFL.
Gotcha.
So I want to know who the biggest shocker was for you. Like, what was the biggest head scratcher or surprise? Even if you don't think it was necessarily bad, just what was the one that really blew you away from yesterday?
Well, two things kind of stuck with me for most of the night was I expected the Lions to move back at number 3. So I was a little surprised that movement didn't happen early. I felt like that kind of set the table for it actually to be kind of similar to what people were projecting. And then we got to pick, I think it was 16 was the Atlanta Falcons. They picked A.J. Terrell, and that's kind of where like things went off the wire a little bit. He went a little earlier than expected. Then we had, CD Lamb falling a little bit, and just dominoes kept falling, and it was it got really weird there in the 20s. And of course, we can count on Seattle Seahawks to be the odd pick of the first round, like always. So
yeah, who did they take again?
They took the linebacker from Texas Tech, Jordan Brooks, who so apparently some people have him top 40, like a decent amount of teams. I personally grade him as my 141st rated player overall. So it wasn't great value for me. So
yeah. So, I mean, they could have traded back into the middle of the second round and still probably comfortably drafted him, correct?
Yeah. I mean, the thing that makes it look really weird is because Patrick Queen went right after that too. I mean, I would assume would be like the most, the majority rated better player, linebacker too, same position, same really profile. Like they're both athletic guys. They kind of fit the same mold. And for whatever reason, Brooks was their guy. So, I mean, the team, they don't draft well, but they're consistently like a 10+ win team and make the playoffs. So I guess, what are you going to say to them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. I feel you. And, so one of my best friends is a diehard Eagles fan. Okay. And I'm wearing my Bills hat. So both of us, we scoured the wide receiver class. We've been talking about this wide receiver class for months. Let's just say my phone blew up from him when they took Jalen Reagor. It was mostly profanities, just furious with Justin Jefferson still on the board. Or Jeffries, is that right? Justin Jeffries?
Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Yeah. Okay, I said it right the first time. But what do you think of Jalen Reagor? I mean, is he right in being pissed? I would have been pissed. If the Bills kept their pick and took him over Jefferson, I would have been furious too.
So, so let's start here. Like I live outside of Philly, so I deal with Eagles fans on a daily basis. Yeah. I'll say this, like when they made the pick, I loved it. And I'm just going from this perspective of like the Eagles have players that they can fit into that slot role. They have Ertz, they have Goddard, they have other wide receivers that fit that role. I feel like that's what Justin Jefferson does best. What they needed to grab into that offense is a vertical element that can open up those underneath routes, and that's what Jalen Reagor is. So for me personally, I had Reagor rated above Justin Jefferson, which I guess is a slight hot take.
Yeah.
But I felt like scheme-wise, value-wise, for me, I thought it fit well. But I mean, it's not quite as good as the Buffalo Bills, drafting Stephon Diggs basically with their first round pick. But I kind of liked it personally.
I agree. I thought Reagor actually was a smart pick on their move. He wasn't that eye popper as far as the name that everybody wanted. He didn't bring the glamour, so to speak. But if you look at his film, what up, Marsh?
What's up?
If you look at Reagor's film, I mean, what popped to me the most was his route running ability. I mean, the way he put corners on skates. It didn't matter who was lined up against him. Yeah, he played at TCU. The quality of opponents probably weren't there, and he was playing against guys that didn't necessarily have the best defenses. But you look at what he did. I mean, the guy was productive. And like Ryan was saying, you put him in a Philly offense, as long as Carson Wentz is healthy, I think that guy can definitely be a nice PPR piece for your fantasy.
And the immediate upgrade obviously is the quarterback position, because TCU's quarterback play was awful last year. I just saw a stat from Pro Football Focus that was like 30.6% of the passes thrown at Jalen Reagor were deemed uncatchable outside of the frame. Like, it was rough, man. It's not great tape. I mean, there are some drops on Reagor's tape, but like, I don't know. I think it's going to be a nice fit. At worst, early on, just the threat of having the vertical passing game to open up the underneath routes, I feel like it's going to be a perfect fit for him.
Okay. And I guess part of it was I was giving these guys, they're Cowboy fans, I was giving them a hard time last night. I really thought the Eagles, like, pooped the bed, for lack of a better term, by not trading into that 16 spot to Atlanta and getting CeeDee Lamb. With how badly they needed a wide receiver to jump up, like 5 picks. I thought they really messed up there.
Yeah, I mean, if it was on the table, I don't understand why they didn't at least explore it. I'll say this though, it's a tough call for me just because CeeDee Lamb is obviously an immediate upgrade for the Eagles. It 100% makes the wide receiver core better, unique quality at the position. I'm not sure he stylistically is exactly what they need though. Like, he would obviously improve, but I don't know. I feel like staying packed there, not getting rid of the draft capital, because the Eagles are not the team they were a couple years ago. They have holes they need to fill. It's not like they're just one wide receiver away from hopefully being a Super Bowl team again. So I felt like staying packed. I mean, the Cowboys, hey man, you did not expect the CeeDee Lamb to be there at pick 17 or wherever it was. So you have to jump on that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I saw on the timeline all day today. I mean, if you weren't a Cowboys fan, it was almost like they hated for us getting Lamb. But I honestly think any NFL team with a logo, if you have Lamb there at that number in the draft, there's no way to pass up on that guy. I mean, yeah, we need a center, we need a safety, we need a couple other pieces, but I don't think type of caliber that you're getting out of Lamb, you would get any type of other production that you would guarantee from someone like Lamb, especially with you pair him with Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup, and then you got Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, it's all on Dak Prescott now. I said before that me as a Cowboy fan, I didn't think Dak Prescott was worth the money that he was getting offered, especially with Jason Garrett holding him back. Now you got a new OC and Mike McCarthy. It's all on Dak's shoulders now. This is the year where Dak is going to have to prove it. If he's that guy, he has all the weapons around him to do that, especially with a wide open division that we could easily take.
Yeah, absolutely. I know, Eagles fan all up and down this street. When I heard that pick, we were live at the moment, but I just heard somebody yell out, "Fuck, what's going on here? What the fuck?" When CeeDee Lamb got the picks, I'm like, nice, man, awesome. It's. I mean, what are you gonna say? I know it's rough, man, because that's the position obviously that the Eagles needed most. So it sucks that you got kind of pulled right from under you from your hated division rival. So I get it, but it was some expletives flying,
Yeah. Hey, so we got Brent from Canesware. We got Ryan from NFL Draft Bible. And then Brad Marsh, and I'm still in here with audio, even though my face isn't on the screen. So just welcome in, guys. We're on day 2 of our NFL draft event. Again, thanks, Ryan, for stopping by. You guys have any questions or roundtable stuff we want to talk about from yesterday? Brett's a huge Dolphins fan, so let's go over the Dolphins stuff, Ryan.
How you doing, Ryan?
Hey, man, how's it going?
Going fantastic today.
So
today.
I give them all the credit for pulling the trigger on Tua. I feel like that was the pick that had to be made, personally, from my opinion. I feel like if you're getting your franchise quarterback, you don't get him by taking the safe route. You know what I mean? I feel like all in on Tua. After that, it got a little weird. Austin Jackson has a lot of developmental potential. He's going to be forced into action very early, though. Obviously, I don't think you want Julian Davenport playing left tackle anymore. If I can assume that's probably not something you want to see anytime soon. And then I talked myself into the no Igbenogany kind of fit, because I was actually wanted them to grab Grant Delpit there and to move Bobby McCain up to or Bryce McCain, whatever McCain it is now, goes up into the nickel. But they kind of went the other way around. They're like, all right, we're going to get our nickel here, keep McCain back there. And the key in the NFL now, in my opinion, is to play man-to-man across the board. So you have Howard, you have Jones on the other side, and you're going to have Noah right on the inside. I feel like it's how the matchups are working today. The NFL is a matchup game. So I actually really love that pick overall.
Now, that was I have to believe that most fans probably did not know who this guy was beforehand, not even thinking about him in the first round. The fact that you can even pronounce his name is amazing.
One of the guys on our live last night butchered it terribly, so I learned it this morning, to be honest.
Awesome. If there would have been a bet in Vegas, I guess, what are the odds that somebody's name would be more difficult than Tua's last name to say for the Dolphins in this draft? It would have been a pretty good bet that you would win, that it would be the toughest name in the draft, Tua's name.
Yeah, I know. Miami got the two toughest names. I didn't even think about that until right now. But, Tagovailoa, that kind of goes off the tongue a little bit, Igbenogany is a little clunky, There's a lot of vowels in there, so.
Absolutely. So it seems like a lot of teams are looking to trade down at the beginning of the second round. Have you been hearing that?
I have. I've been hearing up and down. I was telling these guys before I think we didn't go officially live. I felt like the first day doing the virtual thing, there wasn't as much movement because people are just trying to navigate how to do things to the best of their abilities. Because that top 15, whatever the first, I forget what the first trade was. I think actually 13 was the first trade. But that first 10, I expect a little bit of movement. It didn't happen because I feel like people are just figuring out how to navigate appropriately. I imagine there's going to be a whole lot of movement today.
Yeah, it seems to be. It seems like a lot of talent coming. There's a lot of talent still on the board. See that people are trading down because they think they're going to get everybody. I mean, the three running backs haven't gone yet, but I think once one goes, they're all going to go 1, 2, 3.
Domino effect. That's how it happens, man. I mean, I made a bold prediction that's half right so far. I said that no safety was going to go in the first round, but we're going to have 7 in the second round. That's a little ambitious, but we'll see how early the run starts, man. We just need one Jeremy Chin or Grant Delp to come off the board, and then they just start flying.
They go one after another.
Marcus face.
I got a quick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead. No, you're good.
So I want to ask you about my Buffalo Bills real quick. So we didn't have a first pick in the draft. We traded for Stephon Diggs, which I loved. Answers the immediate need at wide receiver. I like betting on an established veteran as opposed to a guy who could be good, could be not good. We lost Ryan.
Uh-oh. He must have tried to use something in his phone and got out.
Yeah. Well, I'll wait for him to come back. My questions are long-winded, so that's
guys. You can Jordan. You can jump on anytime. I don't have to be on screen all the time. That's fine. But we're going to offer the same thing. A couple of guys went ahead and tweeted me. So I gave them a $10 gift card. So anybody that comes on the show, they're a Canes fan. I'm assuming everyone's a Canes fan that's coming on the show, correct?
Gotta be.
Yes, I think everyone but Ryan, but he's an honorary member of the Canes family. So
all right,
yes. I'm an honorary Cane today. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, we like that. So even if no Canes drafted today, we have an honorary Cane.
That's it.
So
Jonathan Garvin today. I don't know, or DJ.
Yeah, I hope. So my question was, what position do you think we're going to target at, what is it, 56 or 58, wherever we're picking?
Yeah, it's right in that ballpark. So you answer wide receiver. I think running back's a sneaky need. I know you guys have Singletary, but I feel someone to pair with him would be a solid idea.
I agree. I'm hoping for DJ Dallas, honestly. Not this round, but later.
Yeah. Other kind of thing that popped right in my head was maybe a defensive end, some type of edge presence, because I know you guys have Jerry Hughes still, right? Is Trent Murphy still on the team? Is that your other edge?
I believe he's still there. Yeah.
Okay. So trying to find an upgrade there would probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
At least somebody to mesh in early on.
Yeah. And I know tight end is a need as well. I just don't know if there's any guys that are in that range that worth taking.
Yeah, it's not. It's a bad tight end class, man. If you want a tight end, this is not the year to have it. You need to wait until next year. I mean, you guys already know about Brevin, but you guys, got Pitts coming out next year. Fryermuth, that class is going to be something special.
Cool. All righty.
Ryan, what did you think about have you heard anything about the Cowboys maybe possibly trying to trade up and get a safety like McKinney or Delpit? Or you think we go offensive lineman?
It's tough, man. It's the interior class after Ruiz, as far if we're talking like a true center. I don't know is the plan to put Looney in at center? Is that the plan right now, or is it?
I think that's a backup plan still.
It's a backup plan. I mean, so I would think that, if you're looking for a Lloyd Cushenberry from LSU, or you're looking at a Matt Hennessy from Temple, I feel like one of those is maybe a more of a third round range. You probably get somebody more than that. I love the safety class. I think you guys can get a really nice football. But I like because I want you guys to get somebody that could play like a true free safety center field role, like a guy like an Ashton Davis or an Antoine Winfield Jr. That would be or Grant Delpit, obviously, too, still on the board. Yeah. Like one of those three, I think, is really nice. And then, if you lose out on one of those, maybe you just get like a chess piece guy, like a Jeremy Chin out of Southern Illinois. Like it's a good class to need a safety. I'll say that. So I think safety. I was surprised a little bit because obviously Lamb fell. So what were you going to do? But I thought maybe they would go Ruiz from Michigan, the center coming out. But I think there is some depth in like the second, third round for interior offensive line. I feel like if you wait though, you're not going to get a guy that's going to contribute at least in this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
for sure. And we're all Hurricane fans here, so the only other question I had for you was, what was your thoughts on CJ Henderson going as early as he did? You think with Jacksonville they would learn with the Florida college players not panning out so well?
Draft plus you, as I call them.
So, I've been on record like this whole draft process. I'm not a CJ Henderson guy. Like, I'm just not, man. I just can't. Like, people talk about the tackling. I don't care if a corner can tackle. I really don't care. But he's not physical, like, at all. Like, in the air, at the catch point, at the line of scrimmage, he's a mess. I knew they were going to take him. I knew that was going to be the slot at number 9 unless Falcons jumped up to 8 to draft Henderson. I would not have touched CJ Henderson at that point, but I've been wrong before, so who knows? You got
De'Eric Henry as the running back in that division. It's gonna be real fun trying to tackle him.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully, there's no one-on-one matchup there because that's man. I mean, you guys saw it the first game, right? I mean, it's not pretty, and it wasn't pretty the rest of the year, honestly. So,
Ryan, were you surprised that no Utah players were selected in the first round?
The only guy I felt like had a shot was Jalen Johnson, the corner.
Yeah.
I felt like that was probably the number one guy. I heard a lot of round 1 buzz on him. I thought he was more of an early second round guy. I feel like you're going to get like a pretty healthy dose here, though, because you got him, Terrell Burgess, the safety, Zach Moss, maybe in the third round, and then we'll see what's happening with Bradley and Nye. I feel like Lecky Fotu's going to slip a little bit, but I feel like there's going to be a heavy dose of Utah this year. Today.
Oh, yeah. Tons.
Yes. I love Zach Moss, man. That's my type of running back, though. I would roll with that every day. I'm a Rams fan, so we need somebody with Darrell Henderson right now. I would love that power element Matt Moss brings, in like the third or fourth round.
Yeah, the only thing that's scary is that he got injured a lot here at Utah. He was awesome though. Good kid too. Great kid.
Mark, question for you. Do you I guess in the NFL wise, would you take Zach Moss or DJ Dallas?
It's a good question. I might take Zach Moss. Honestly. I don't know, Ryan. What do you think?
I mean, it depends what you need, I guess. I mean, I feel like Zach Moss is more translatable to a lot of carries, but I really like DJ is like doing some space stuff early on. He can catch the ball. He's really tough in space. I'm a big fan of DJ. I hope he hears his name because I'm hearing a lot that he might not. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm hearing the wrong things. I really like DJ. I feel like there's a lot of developmental potential. I mean, we talked about that when I went on the podcast. I feel like I'm higher on him than a lot of people. I put like a late 4th round grade on him, but I'm hearing not great things. I don't know, just not much buzz happening.
Man, yeah, I actually agree with you, Marsh. I'm no Utes fan by any means, but I see Zach Moss having the higher ceiling in terms of who I think has more potential to be a 3-down back. You know, I could see it wouldn't surprise me if Zach Moss ended up starting for a year or two somewhere. You know, whereas I definitely see DJ as more of a utility player that like splits carries, committee. You know, backfield by committee type thing.
I got Ty Montgomery.
Yeah.
I just hope my boy Jeff Thomas gets drafted, man. I'm pulling for it. Hope
You
it
love
happens.
Jeff Thomas.
I do love Jeff Thomas, man. I feel like if the right coach gets him and could just get him in the groove a little bit, there's a lot of talent there.
I could see him in Seattle.
Seattle? I mean, hey, if there's anybody I want him to be around, like a Russell Wilson, be a nice spot for him, you know.
I could see the Chiefs taking him. I mean, they definitely don't shy away from guys with checkered past, and they love speed. So
they love speed. You're right about that. I mean, and Jeff Thomas has plenty of speed. I thought he was going to run a little faster at the combine, but you watch the film, he's explosive as hell.
Yeah.
Mr. HD, I'm watching the first one, man.
He's unbelievable. Like when he has the football in his hands, Miami just didn't utilize him enough, or it was just a messed up situation there.
Now, when he got to the combine, he was only 170 pounds. Is that what he played at, or did he cut weight? That's crazy.
He was pretty small. I mean, he's pretty light. I'd say that's lighter though than when he was at Miami. I swear he was like 180 maybe or 175.
Yeah,
I would love to see what Mike Harley's weighing in at when he gets drafted because he might be even slimmer than that.
Yeah, he's pretty slim.
Harley's quick, man. I caught him on tape a little bit the other day. Number 3, right? He's a quick little guy.
Yeah, he's fast.
Yeah. So, give us your biggest sleeper of guys that you think will go today, but like when all is said and done, we'll look back in a redraft and say that, man, they should have been a top 15 or a top 20 pick. Give us your top candidate or maybe even top 3 guys like that.
So, I mean, 2 guys pop up real quick that I've been really trying to pound the table for a while now is Justin Madubuike out of Texas A&M. I love the defensive tackle. He went to the combine. He ran at 295 pounds, 4'8" something. He's a kid that 31 reps on the bench. He's an explosive athlete. Texas A&M really didn't use him properly. They asked him to 2-gap a lot. Still a productive pass rusher, though, to a degree. So I feel like he's a guy once a team says – you're outside shoulder of the guard. You're becoming more of a flexible athlete than a linear athlete. I feel like the sky's the limit. And then I love Willie Gay Jr. from Mississippi State, the linebacker. That's my dude. 241 pounds. He ran 4.46, 39 and a half inch vert. Like, he's a freak. I thought he looked a little bit like Jalen Smith for you Cowboys fans on film a little bit, man. I really like the kid. He was suspended like 7 games this year, though, because some academic issues, and then he punched his backup quarterback in the face at one point. So who knows when he's going to get picked, but I really like him a lot.
Yeah. Well, cool, man.
Well, I mean, but if you would have seen that quarterback play, though, I don't blame him for punching him in the face, though. So he was real bad. Garrett Schrader, my God. He had like a 40-something% completion percentage or something this year. It was worse than watching Malik Rozier throw the football.
Oh man, yeah, we have a up and down relationship with Malik. You know, I love him. Sure. I love him for so many reasons, but his arm wasn't one of them. So
no.
Yeah.
It's I remember watching him when he was playing Notre Dame, man. I was like, all right, this kid could play a little bit. Then it just went downhill from there.
Yeah, that was like the last great game for him.
Yeah.
Or game.
he was so successful when we got him in space, and he was using his feet, and didn't really force him to make like quarterback decisions. Just kind of he was doing the thing that he was just an athlete mostly rather than a quarterback. But we really got away from it, and our season just exploded right in front of our eyes as soon as that happened. So
Yeah.
Well, you guys certainly have another athlete at quarterback now. That's for sure.
yeah, I'm hoping, man. So speaking of which, I know we talked about this on the pod, but just in case there's anyone that didn't hear it last time, give us a realistic expectation and then a ceiling on De'Aaron King in the draft next year.
Oh, that's a tough one. So I did a film breakdown of him. It wasn't the greatest game to watch. It was Oklahoma from last year. He's an awesome athlete. There's no doubt about it. He has a decently strong arm. Accuracy was not great. He panicked a little bit in the pocket. I'm hoping for the best for him. Obviously, I would assume there'd be an upgrade of talent on that offensive line with Miami, even though I haven't heard great things over the last couple of years out there. But I'm hoping there's, just an offensive system, because I know you guys have a great offensive coordinator coming in. So I'm hoping, that you guys are able to really unleash him a little bit and, get those weapons working. So, height doesn't matter anymore at the quarterback position, not nearly as much. So I'm going to remain optimistic. And I'm going to wait until, obviously, the film in Miami happens, because I really don't want to judge him based on that Oklahoma game from last year, because it wasn't too pretty.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got one last question for you before we send you off. And then I guess if anyone else has a last question. So now that Tua is a Miami Dolphin, there's kind of some buzz that Talia Tagovailoa might end up as a Miami Hurricane. The rumors were there that he was thinking of transferring. It would make sense that he had, moved to the same city as his brother, and we have an opening after De'Aaron King leaves. Have you managed to watch Talia at all?
I just caught him. I caught his high. I'm a recruiting nerd too, so I just caught his high school highlights. I saw some clips of him in practice with Alabama and stuff. He seems like a really talented kid. I would bring him on definitely if that's the rumor flowing around. But is that because I'm thinking like so I would assume Mac Jones has probably the inside track to starting spot, but I would assume knowing how Nick Saban operates that it would be somewhat of an open open competition this spring. But there's no spring football. Is there going to be a college football season? I don't know that either. So it's a tough call right now.
I do have one question afterwards. Before you go,
yeah. Let me throw you up on the screen real quick, Brett.
That's fine. Okay. Just a real quick question. So I've seen Tua where there was that commercial. He obviously had the aqua and the orange on, and the Jerry Judy. What was that Instagram? Did he know that the Dolphins wanted him? Was he hoping for the Dolphins, or what was that? Or was it just a coincidence with that?
It's probably a quick. I feel like he can kind of understand the interest. We've been talking about tank for Tua for a long time, and there was a lot of deception going on throughout the process that they weren't really interested in him, and there's a lot of smoke screens going on. I feel like Tua to Miami was a pretty safe bet. I really think if the Chargers were going to be active in the trade market, that the Miami would do whatever it took to get even ahead of them, whatever the landing spot ultimately was, to secure their guy. They had the choice of him or Herbert, so I'm going to say that Tua understood the interest for a long time. He knew what was happening. But as for that, I feel like it might be a little bit of coincidence, but I think in the back of the mind, he probably thought for a while now that he was going down to Miami.
All right. Well, the smokescreen worked, because I definitely didn't think they'd pick him, and I did say it on the program yesterday. I think he slipped past the 15th pick, but I was wrong.
Yeah, it's. I was actually thinking that for a little bit there, but then I'm just like, man, you know how teams are for quarterbacks. You know what I mean? It was going to happen for someone. So.
Absolutely.
I'm just happy you guys don't have Herbert, man. I put a tweet out yesterday. It was probably a little mean. I said he was Tannehill on steroids. So I don't know if you wanted that in your life.
I don't see that at all. I think the guy has an amazing arm. You say, well, Tannehill had a great long ball. Tannehill did not have a great long ball.
Did not.
So I think he, And he had no athletes at Wisconsin. I mean, I'm sorry, in Oregon, he had no draft picks, no receivers, no offensive linemen before the 4th round in his 4 years there. If he would have had, I mean, Ruggs, and he would have had Judy, think about it, he probably would have thrown 50, 60 touchdowns a year.
I mean, you might be right. You might be right. We'll see. I mean, that's the best part about this process, man. Is everyone has a perspective, and it's a wait and see. I mean, we call some people like Mel Kiper and all those guys experts, but they don't know what's going on until a couple years after the guys get drafted anyway. You know what I mean?
No doubt. It's like, there's still people upset that the Dolphins didn't take Brady Quinn over Ted Ginn, and Ted Ginn played 13 years. Brady Quinn played all 4 years, and he just had to leave the league.
See, that was one of my big misses, man. I thought Brady Quinn was going to be pretty good. I was obviously wrong on that one for sure.
Yep.
So yeah, it's tough. It's definitely it's not an exact science, that's for sure.
Not at all. Not at all. Especially this year. This year is even weirder with all the pro days getting canceled and the visits and all that kind of stuff. It's tough to really gauge what type of person you're dealing with, what type of character you're dealing with. It's been a real crapshoot because, like an NFL Draft Bible, we deal with a lot of like smaller school prospects too, and them having the pro days cut off, like it just destroyed opportunity. You know what I mean? So it's tough to get a full evaluation in that sense.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, so real quick, I just want to welcome in Marquez Williams.
Marquez,
for joining us. What's up, man?
Hey, Marquez, good to see you again.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, you were drafted 7th round by the Cleveland Browns, correct?
By the Jaguars.
By the Jags. My bad. You're wearing a Jag shirt. I'm
That's fine.
He went from the Jags to the Browns.
He did,
Yeah.
baby.
All right, and then also, Ryan, can we send you off?
Yep. Sound good. I appreciate you guys having me on. We'll be live later on NFL Draft Bible if anybody wants to check out that show. We got some cool people coming on as well.
Appreciate
Cool.
it.
Thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck, man. Let's work together again soon.
Absolutely, man. Just let me know whenever. It was nice meeting everybody. I hope everyone has a great rest of the draft.
You too,
Okay.
man.
Thanks, Ryan.
Appreciate it.
Marquez, how's it going, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How's the family? Everybody doing good through all this?
Everybody's doing well.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear, man.
Staying in the house, being
Well-
safe like everyone else.
For sure. Before we get into your big business venture, tell us a little bit about how that draft experience was for you in particular. That was in 2017, right? So it wasn't too long ago.
No, it wasn't long ago. Actually, I wasn't expected to get drafted. I spoke to a couple coaches, a couple GMs, had a couple pre-draft visits, but I wasn't expected to get drafted. And then the day of the draft came, I think I remember having the Redskins call me before the Jags did, and they were kind of like, hey, we want to sign you as a free agent. And honestly, it sounds bad, but I kind of blew them off because I was really upset at that point. And then the Jags wound up calling, and they told me, hey, I think it was it Coughlin? It was Coughlin or Dave, the GM. They were kind of like, hey, we were just calling to tell you that we're no longer interested in you as a free agent. And I just kind of dropped my head, and it was like, because we're going to take you with our next pick. So my whole mood kind of changed. It was a very exciting day. Had my whole family with me. It was exciting.
Awesome, man.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, so tell us what you got going on now. You got a company that you're running, right?
Yeah, the company is Pop Socks. We just launched about 2 weeks ago. The whole reason for me starting Pop Socks is because I got so many socks that I got tired of buying them myself. I said, why not provide very cool socks for other people? Our slogan is when you don't know what to wear, put on a pair. Our socks are different from, the average, black and white socks or, gray socks. So whenever you have a pair of Pop Socks, you don't have to think about what to put on. You can just grab a pair of Pop Socks, put them on, and you're good to go.
Awesome.
Cool. Love it, man. Hey, and then Derek Coe wants to get on with you, so we're going to try to get him on real quick.
My boy Derek.
Yep. So give us just one moment. I'm sure he'll want to say what up.
So Marquez, you were on the Browns, you were on the Jags, and of course you were on that 2016, 2017, and a couple years before that for the Hurricanes. Out of all those teams you were on, was there a guy that stood out the most to you where you just saw this guy and you were like, this guy's gonna be something? Like there's no stopping this dude on the field. Was there someone that just stood out to you in your whole career playing football? I mean, obviously you're with the XFL right now, but as far as at Miami. And then with Jacksonville and Cleveland, was there that one guy that you're like, man, I've never seen anybody like this?
I would have to say, honestly, I think Njoku to a certain extent. I just never played or seen a guy that was, gifted athletically. Athletically. Oh, man, I'm messing up words, but as far as an athlete being so gifted, Njoku was that type of guy. I mean, being 6'4", 6'5", 250 pounds, being able to run down the field like a receiver, stretch the defenses, and provide, some more, another weapon in the offense. Njoku was a special guy, and it was no surprise to me that he went first.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yo, Quiz. Yo, Quiz, you can hear me?
Quez, can you hear Co?
I can't hear him.
We can't hear you, Derek.
Yeah, Co, I can hear you, Derek.
Quiz, you can hear me?
I can hear him.
I can hear him. Hey,
So
Derek.
maybe it's just
Could be your internet connection.
Who, mine?
I'm not sure, honestly, but just keep talking. We'll see if Marquez can hear you.
Everybody good?
yeah. I can hear you.
I hear you. How's
You
it
still
going,
can't hear
Derek?
What's up, Brett?
Doing fantastic.
It's dude, so what do you think about the Dolphins picks yesterday? You loved it or not?
Oh, man, I'm 50-50.
Yeah, I feel you, man. So let's see.
We'll see what they do today.
Yeah.
Let's
Man,
see.
Detroit just got DeAndre Swift.
But did they take him?
Chargers just got DeAndre Swift. Man, so you had Higgins and Swift go back to back. The talent is definitely.
I like Higgins, man. I really
I
like Higgins.
a lot. I think he's underrated.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Now Swift, the Dolphins need one of these running backs. I hope. I want Taylor, but I'll take Dobbins. But I think they might all be gone now.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I
picking
like Dobbins.
4 picks?
Yeah, so we're up at what are we in the 36? The Giants probably won't take a running
It's 39.
back.
39 is where the Dolphins
The
are.
Giants don't need them. They got Barkley. New England, you never
They got
know.
Barkley.
They're always like hit or miss with their running backs, but they got Sony Michel.
Really good.
I like Swift as well, Kez.
Yeah,
Carolina's got McCaffrey, so they're not going probably running back there.
correct. New England, Sony Michel, but I had him on fantasy in the DraftKings a couple of times. He did not run that well last year.
Yeah.
Maybe they go to a
Set a
different
bunch of
offense.
touchdowns.
Brady's not there.
Yeah, I think Michelle will get exposed a little bit this year now that Brady's gone. I think just the pressure that Brady puts on the defense to keeping them honest, that they always have to be worried about the pass. I think that has always done so much for running backs in New England. But I'm not a huge fan of Michelle. I loved him coming out of the draft, but he hasn't really lived up to what I expected.
I agree.
Well, also if New England also gets rid of some of their offensive linemen.
The running backs for the Patriots didn't have to be great rushers.
Yeah.
They didn't have to be 1,000-yard rushers. As long as they were very versatile and can catch the ball out the backfield and run in between the tackles, then they did well in that offense with Brady.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But
Hey, Quez, can you hear me or no? He probably still can't hear me. Brett hears me.
Yeah, it's so weird. We can all still hear you, but oh man.
Sorry.
I can hear you.
You can't
Quiz,
hear
you
Derek?
can hear me?
I can't hear Derek.
Damn it, man.
I can translate.
Yeah. All right. Ask.
Marquez, what's good?
Marquez, what's good?
Tell Derek I said what's up.
Derek, what's up?
No, I can hear him. I can hear him. He just can't hear me.
He can hear you, Marquez. You just can't hear him. So keep talk. He can hear you.
Yeah.
Big dog, how you living down there?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Man, I'm good. I have a new
Like, this
day
is the
job.
best.
Oh,
I
man.
love it.
I love it.
Hey, Brad, just tell him I'll shoot him a message later on.
What was that?
Just tell him I'll shoot him a message later on.
He'll shoot you a message later on, Marquez. Okay.
It sounds good.
All right. So who just was drafted just now? The Giants pick is in. I like the 7 minutes between each pick. A lot better than the.
Oh my gosh, last night was brutal.
It felt
Last
like
night was
40
brutal.
minutes. Yeah.
I know that was way too long last night. Way too long.
Hey, Jordan, I'll let you guys get back. I'll hit you guys up in a little bit. I'll hit you back in a little bit.
Okay. Sounds good, brother. Thank you.
All right, man.
All right,
Later, guys.
Derek, we'll see you soon.
Okay. Hey, Marsh, I'm going to throw you up there.
All right.
Cool.
Oh
All
man.
right. So we're our podcast. We've had Brad Kaya on a few times. We love Brad. Big fans. You played with him. Do you have any good Brad stories, or just? I mean, tell us about that. He's me and Marsh especially, but we both refer to him as our best friend Brad. So big fans over here.
Okay.
I love Brad. Brad threw me my first touchdown. You know, when I got to Miami, came from Brad. So I love Brad. I think the one thing that I remember after we beat App State, I told Brad, I said, hey, we're going to go to the rack and have a couple beers. I was like, I'm old enough now. We're going to go have a few beers. And we was able to do that throughout the week. And it's kind of funny. I think I remember Brad kind of hiding out at the rack, had like some shades on because I guess he didn't want to be seen. And I thought it was funny as hell.
Did he get recognized around town? I mean, I'm sure he did.
I mean, he's the quarterback of the Canes. I would like to think so.
Yeah, and he's like 6'5", so probably.
Yeah, he's not a hard target to miss.
Yeah.
Now, or the time he got his tooth knocked out, I think during Florida State.
Yeah.
You know, there was a lot of memes out about that. I thought that was real funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that story.
Yeah, that's I saw people on Twitter, you know, asking him about not coming back, and I think in this instance people were even kind of being mean about it, and he clapped back a little bit, you know, and he's just saying like all the, you know, the beatings that he took, getting his teeth knocked out, you know, hurting his back and all these injuries and stuff, and like you know, just putting his body on the line. He's just like, I was just done, you know, and I can't fault him for that, you know. It sounds like he's doing good now, though. You know, living it up in Hollywood. Got that movie deal, writing screenplays and stuff. So I think it worked out just fine for him.
Yeah, and Brad was one of those guys behind the scenes. You would have had to watch him work behind the scenes. He's a real hard working guy, and Brad wanted to do nothing but to you know, lead that team as far as he could and to put himself in the best position possible. So I don't go against whatever decision he made.
Yeah. Cool. And then tell us about the 2017 year with Malik. I mean, what's in your mind the biggest injustice that Malik gets in the fan base? Because I mean, you know, people give him a hard time. Just how the way the season ended, I think a lot of people blame him. But to you, what's the biggest thing that's wrong with people blaming Malik for 2017?
Blaming Malik, I feel like the blame can't be put on one person. At the same time, it's still a team game. So, I mean, if you really want to be critical and go back to watch the film, it's not always Malik, you know, missing a throw, overthrowing people. It can be drop balls. It can be, you know, missing somebody on protection. It can be, somebody missing the block on special teams that gives the offense bad field position. That it's not all the blame doesn't go to one person, and I think everybody wrongfully, accused Malik of everything when it wasn't him.
Yeah. Okay. I agree, man. I love Malik. It's pretty obvious to see when you watch that, maybe like he didn't have the greatest arm or whatever, but he's the only quarterback to win 10 games here since Brock Berlin. So he obviously did a lot of things right. And it's I don't love when people hate on him. His limitations were obvious, but I think there's a reason why he was able to win 10 games for us, and that doesn't get talked about enough.
Nah, absolutely. I mean, whenever you can have a guy win 10 games, he must be doing something right.
Yeah.
I agree. I think Malik, I thought there were games that he won. I thought that maybe Brad, as good as Brad was, and I thought Brad was phenomenal. He would have been even better his final year. I just think Malik put us in a position sometimes because of his feet. I mean, he did an amazing job. Who was it against Virginia Tech? He was outstanding. Was it Virginia or Notre Dame? I mean, he was really moving pretty well and moving the offense. So I thought he did a great job. At the end of the season, obviously, the Pittsburgh game obviously was not shining star for any of us. And then the bowl game. But I thought in that year that we did real well, I thought Malik had a great season.
And maybe y'all guys can help remind me, but was that the same year that Mark got hurt as well?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, so that takes a toll on being able to throw the ball. I mean, I think you always want to try to establish, a run game. So without your marquee running back, I mean, a lot of it does fall on me. So it also asks for other players to step up and be able to help out too. I don't ever put it all on one person.
Well, and Amon Richards got hurt that year. Chris Herndon got hurt that year. So, I mean, there was a few missing pieces.
Yeah, that was it. That was huge. Yeah. I mean, I think Mark would have had a phenomenal year. If Mark doesn't get hurt that season, I can see him getting 15 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, and being a second round or third rounder. I thought he had it all.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
That season. Oh yeah.
I mean, did he finish as the second all time in touchdowns? Because I'm pretty sure he was poised to make a run at being second all time in rushing touchdowns, and then the injury either derailed that or made it so he couldn't reach first. Let me look up the stats real quick while you guys talk.
Yeah, at the beginning, I remember the Toledo game, and Walton was like going crazy. He had over 200 yards or something, but no, we had a few injuries that season.
And I absolutely love Mark at running back. I haven't seen a running back in a while that had that much low contact balance and was able to run through tackles and just be explosive. I don't think he always had home run speed. I tell Mark that too. I think Gus was the fastest of the three. I would have put my money on Gus, but as far as low contact balance and vision and being able to make cutbacks and make people miss, I mean, Mark was special. I haven't seen someone be that efficient at that position like that in a while.
Yeah, a lot of people forget about him at Miami because he got injured.
Yeah. So Mark only played 26. He played 31 games here. Which means 2.5 years, and he had 26 rushing touchdowns, which is tied for 5th all time with Duke Johnson. So I mean, if he finishes his junior season or he finishes junior and comes back for his senior year, if he would have played all 4 years, he definitely would have beat the record, which is 35, which I think is McGuire. Stephen McGuire. But even just playing 8 more games as a junior, I mean, he's probably getting into the low 30s, and Willis McGahee finished with 31. So, I mean, Mark really had a special career here, and it's a shame that it got, kind of derailed with that ankle injury, and then of course he left, which, he could have put up all-time numbers here.
Dolphins pick is in, guys. Let's see what's happening here. But I agree on Mark. He also had a bunch of. The year before the 10-win season. He had it seemed like every time he went for the home run, I mean, it got called back by a penalty. I mean, had so many different runs. They ran for the daylight, and it always got called back. It seemed.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, that was such a fun team, and then Travis played so well coming in for him. Man, that was such a fun year. Because at first I was so bummed. Before the season I was hyping Mark is. I'm like, he's the best running back you've never heard of. He could be a Heisman finalist, a Doak Walker candidate. And then then Travis comes in and just finishes off the year the way he did, and then has a great career here in his own stead. Man, it was fun.
I know, yeah, he did. And Travis left a year early also, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody leave a year early.
I know. We need to fix that, man. It pisses me off. I mean, I support these guys doing what's best for them, but at the same time, as a fan, I selfishly want everyone to stay 4 years and let's build a winner,
Well,
Travis was special, though. I always told my friends that Travis will go play 10 years in the NFL because of his special teams ability.
His work ethic.
And he plays running back good enough to be able to help out on any team. He can catch, he can run. But you talking about special teamers, he'd be there 10 years.
I can definitely see that for sure. And I mean, it certainly doesn't help with all these running backs leaving their junior year. But then, I mean, we're getting 4 or 5-star running backs. I mean, 2 in each class every year. So it's like, yeah, we're losing these guys after their third year, but at least we're able to replenish them with still talent that not many other colleges can say they can do.
Correct. It's hard to see a position like running back where your career is so limited in the NFL. I mean, the average guy plays 3 to 4 years. You have to play more. And, to beat yourself up, to go ahead. Like a guy like Jonathan Taylor, I mean, here he is. He ran 2,000 yards 3 years in a row. I mean, how many guys are going to stay in school that long?
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, if you think about it, like, what is it? 2012 was Duke's freshman year. Since 2012, probably our least successful running back was Joe Yearby, who is no slouch, I mean, he played in the NFL a little bit. So that's we've had a pretty good string of running backs considering that we haven't been winning big.
Whenever I think of Yearby, the only thing that comes to mind is that halfback pass in the snow. In the bowl game.
That's right. Yeah. That was one of the worst calls.
That was bad.
That was bad. Exactly.
So he was teammates with Dalvin Cook at Central High, and they had Trevor Darling, and then those two, and man, just dominating the high school scene. And but Yearby was like the starter and got more carries, and I had convinced myself that we were getting the better back, and and I was wrong about that, but I still love Joe anyways.
Yeah, Joe was, unfortunately he left early, and he was starting to get some reps. I don't know what happened. That was very sad that he he decided to just didn't work out. It looked like he had some good potential. I mean,
what's sad is that Amon was supposed to be in this draft.
Yeah, that would have been
heartbreaking.
Joe was a really good back. I mean, honestly, it's still hard to believe that we had Joe, Mark, and Gus all at one time. I can say that. I can only imagine as a coach how hard that had to be, as far as like who you give the ball to. When calling plays, I mean. You have, 3-headed monsters. You do have a freshman, Amon Richards. You got David Njoku and Chris Herndon. Like, I can imagine that it was pretty hard calling plays.
Absolutely.
That was a good offense, man. By the end of that season, like the bowl game and against Duke, and y'all were clicking.
Nah, for sure.
So ESPN has had the Dolphins pick in for about 7 minutes. Barry Jackson is announcing on Twitter the picks over 5 minutes before they happen, which I thought wasn't supposed to happen. But he's announcing the picks. I just know. So way before they're even showing it on TV, I don't know what the TV slowed on is. I mean, have you guys seen the pick yet for the Dolphins?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think it's Robert Hunt and Terry Lyman, but I don't know for sure. But ESPN is just sitting there with Dolphin pick is in unless it's a trade. I don't know. I would like to see him go for a running back, but I would like to see Taylor right now, but I don't think it's happening unless it's a trade. And how many picks can we have? There's a time from pick number 135 to 185 that we have. I think it is. We've got one pick every 8 every 8 drafted.
Holy cow!
Marquez, when are you on? So you're working on some new designs for your socks, right? You're gonna be dropping some more designs soon. You were telling me.
Yeah, I'm hoping to drop some kids and baby socks as well as some compression socks, and then coming out with our first custom design. That'll be pop socks. So yeah, I got all that in the works.
Awesome. Do you mind telling everybody watching what your Instagram and what your website is? That way they can go and make some purchases.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Pop Socks, www.popssocks.com. We also have a Facebook page that's Pop Socks, and there's Pops apostrophe S, and the Instagram is Pops_Socks_20. We also have a Twitter, which is this Pops_Socks. So y'all go check it out. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, man, I'm waiting on a couple pair in the mail, man. I'll definitely let you know how they feel as soon as I get them in.
They look great. Yeah, they look awesome. I think
they do. They do.
Oh, thank you.
How long have you been doing that, Marquez?
A little over 2 weeks. 2 weeks now, I think.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it hasn't been long.
Yeah, I absolutely love the video of your mom being the first customer and her being able to display them and show the quality. I love that. It was definitely
that. Yeah, she was happy to have them too, though.
For sure, man. It was great, man.
I think that's a moment I could say I made her proud, so I'm happy.
Of course, man.
The Dolphins just drafted an interior lineman from Louisiana. He had 18 players on his high school team.
Oh, wow.
So he's in a town of 1,900 in Texas. So it's, I guess we're not going for that running back or the safeties. We're building the offensive line. You win the game in the trenches. Marquez, how do you feel about the guys up front blocking for you? Are they as important as they come?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I really learned when I got to the NFL because I think because I didn't do a bunch of pass blocking, but the one time I actually had to block a defensive end, I think we was playing against Notre Dame, and the guy was like 6'6", 290 pounds, and he just drove me back into the quarterback and tossed me and sacked Brad. And I was like, I understand they struggle. I was like, I couldn't imagine trying to block a man that big all game. So, and then when I got to the NFL, I found out that they didn't put fullbacks on, defensive linemen, and I understand why now. I even understand why you don't try to have a tight end block someone like Jadeveon Clowney or J.J. Watt. Those guys are very essential, believe me.
That's crazy.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Ugh.
I can only imagine.
Or I will have to say my one of the few players I had in training camp was versus Calais, and we was running a split zone. And I never looked backside to see who I had to go block. And before I realized who it was too late, and I got hit by Calais. And it was kind of like my wake up call. I was like, yeah, this is the NFL. I was like, and Calais is a giant. I ain't seen many people that's as big as him.
Yeah, man. Calais is one of those few guys where you see him in his stature and he just pops out, and then you get to talking to him and he's like this big teddy bear, and it's like, but then when you see him on the field, like he loves taking shots, he loves calling people out. I love the thing that he said yesterday about Burrow. He was like, Burrow, man, I'm happy that you were the first overall pick, but I'm gonna meet you real soon. Talking about he's gonna be sacking him real soon. I thought that was awesome.
Calais is one of them people that absolutely knows the game of football and can play it. And I never forget that year he told me, "Hey, they moved me to the outside, and I get to play on the outside at defensive end. He said I will win Defensive Player of the Year, and he went out and did it. And I think he led the NFL in sacks that year,
Facts. Yeah, he did
possibly. And I was like, I mean, he's a freak.
for sure.
So I have a question in regards to Calais and your relationship with him. So, tell us a little bit about the brotherhood that goes along with being a Miami Hurricane, because Calais is from a different generation than you in terms of Miami players. I mean, did you guys immediately make that connection when you got to the locker room? Or I can't remember who got there first, but when you two met for the first time, both being Miami alums, like what was it like?
Calais was very welcoming. Actually, my locker was just right across from his. As soon as he seen me walk in with that U shirt on, he embraced me, and from that point on, he asked me if there was anything that I needed, anything that he could do. Just make sure, that I hollered at him and let him know. It was literally everywhere I've been, even with Duke and Njoku. When I got to Cleveland. Njoku asked me where I was staying. I was like, man, I'm in the hotel. He was like, no, man, I have an extra room. You come stay with me. And I don't think I met Duke prior to being in Cleveland. But Duke even let me come stay with him at one point too, and it was just all because I was a Hurricane. Tracy Howard when I was in Jacksonville, he always looked out for me. Even Hearns. Everybody that I came across that played at the U, they always showed love and they always looked out.
That's awesome.
I think that's what sets the U different from everywhere else, man. Whether you put on a U helmet for a week, or you've been there for 6 years, or if you're a fan, or if you went and graduated there. I mean, the U is a family, and you definitely know that. And unless you're a Hurricane fan, you don't really get to live that and feel that. So
yeah, I never met DJ Williams, but spoke to him plenty of times. He has given me advice. It's all because I played at the U. I mean, a lot of guys. I mean, it's just that respect and that brotherhood, like y'all say.
So, in your NFL career, did you notice any other schools that kind of had a dynamic like that, or is Miami pretty unique in that sense of brotherhood?
No, we always got a lot of excuse my language, but we always got a lot of shit because our equipment guys would send us a care package during training camp, and nobody else had that happen. With the equipment guys at their school. So we always had a big Miami care package sitting in our locker, and other guys used to hate on us because we were taken care of when other guys weren't.
That's what I love to hear, man. That's my favorite thing about being a Miami Hurricane fan is the brotherhood, and I'm sure it's intensifies being a player as opposed to just a fan. But I love seeing the pictures of guys after NFL games, switching jerseys, taking a picture at midfield and throwing up the U.
Yeah,
It's my favorite part of every Sunday, man.
yeah. I was happy that I was able to do that when we played Pittsburgh and seeing Chickalo and Artie, and I feel like it was one other guy, but I can't remember.
Was Sean Spence still on the team at that point? Because it could have been him.
Actually, yeah, I think it was Spence.
Cool, man. He was one of my favorite players here. I love watching Sean Spence, man.
What was playing with Njoku like? Because I've been watching his film at Miami recently, and I'm still always shocked how much of a freak he is, athletically. What was Njoku like?
Njoku, I always told people Njoku was a big kid. He was always fun to be around. He had tons and tons of energy, and I'm not a morning person, but when I stayed with Njoku and we had to leave at 5 a.m, to go to meetings and whatnot, I got woke up by Njoku blasting music, jumping up and around the apartment. Oh, there it is, jumping up and around the apartment, ready to go. He had so much energy, And I don't know, he's the type of guy that you wanted in the locker room.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he seemed like when I met him, he seemed as great as an athlete he was. He had that same energy, that big smile.
Yeah.
So he's,
Man.
yeah, people always spoke very highly of him.
So,
yeah.
Marquez, you were around for some of the Al Golden years, right? Or was it just under Mark Richt?
No, there's that 1 year with Mark Richt.
Okay, my bad. Tell us about Mark Richt as a coach. I mean, he was pretty legendary at Georgia. One of the more notable guys of this generation when it comes to college coaches. What is it in your mind that made him special?
Well, I'm actually from Athens, Georgia. So ever since I was able to remember Georgia football, I had grew up a Georgia fan, and Coach Rick was always the coach. So literally before I got to Miami, Coach Rick had been a coach at Georgia the whole time I had been a fan of the Bulldogs. So my goal was always to play for Coach Rick, and I thought that I would play for him, at Georgia and being a hometown kid. But so happened that I still got to play for him, but it was at Miami, and actually being able to play for him was a whole lot better than just meeting him as a person. I mean, though I wanted to play for him, I gained a lot of respect for him after playing for him. He was always a player's coach. He made sure that we stayed disciplined, and he always looked out for us. He supported his players.
Was it kind of surprising to you how his tenure came to an end? We've talked about this on our podcast quite a bit. It's kind of hard to tell whether it was something he was doing that wasn't working, or if we've had a lot of problems that, with the program for 2 decades now. Whether it's locker room culture or whatever. Were you surprised that it kind of came to a crashing halt and then he retired?
I was surprised. I didn't see any signs of that happening, at least not soon anyway. So it's kind of hard to speculate or say, why it came to a halt like it did. But trust me, I was very surprised when I got the call. I saw the notification, but I believe I reached out to him and told him that I respected his decision because I have no clue what was going on at the time or what he may or may not been going through. So, but most definitely was surprised by it.
Yeah, and then tell us a little bit about your interactions with Manny Diaz. I mean, were you? I guess was it a shocker at all that he was made the new head coach, or could you see that coming after being around him?
No, actually, I was very happy when I heard that he was being named the head coach because I know he was a very passionate guy. He brought a lot of energy. He brought some of that old Miami culture back with the way he had the guys playing on defense. I was probably more happy about that because I was telling my fiance, I was like, man, I hope when I go back down to visit, we have some, new coach who don't know anything about Miami and the culture, and and it's different. So I was very happy that they chose Manning to be their head coach.
Yeah, cool. And then, do you still follow the program pretty closely? Are you watching games on Saturdays?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. I watch just about every game.
Yeah. Okay. So last year was kind of rough. You still excited about Manny going forward?
Going forward, I think so. I think it's still a time thing. I think it's still in the early stages.
Okay.
So, I wouldn't be so quick to pull the trigger. I tell everybody this. I think you have to at least give a guy, 3, maybe even 4 years, regardless. I mean, we are in a microwave society where everybody wants to win yesterday, and I know you can't be so quick to pull the trigger. I mean, I just don't understand it. Even with certain programs, It's like 1-2 years out. Even with Taggart at Florida State, they weren't winning,
Yeah.
and their program was about into the ground. But it's like maybe another year and let them finish the year or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
For sure.
Do you still
Well,
keep in contact with a lot of your teammates or some of them from the Canes?
Say what?
Do you still keep in contact with some of your teammates from Miami?
Yeah, like here and there. Sometimes you see guys on social media, you reach out, you talk to them. But it's like anything, like whether you talk to them on a daily basis or not, when you're able to see them again, or you guys do speak, it's almost like you pick up right where you left off.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So when you go ahead, Marquez, and you see somebody, I've seen a lot of pictures of people with the U, football players, that have represented the Canes. They get together. Who starts it? Do you just see each other? You talk? Do you flash the U? Or you say, let's do it for the camera? How does something like that come about?
We done?
It depends. If it's just kind of us around, and there's no camera, no event to be at. As far as I know, we probably won't throw up to you. We just have that bond from being able for saying that we were teammates or playing at the same school.
Mhm.
But most definitely, whenever we get a chance to rep the U, we're gonna throw it up.
Awesome. Yeah. Well,
Like I think I'm one of the few people in Georgia who have a Canes license plate tag, and I love it.
Sweet. Yeah,
I
they were
love it.
excited. I know the North Georgia Canes and all the Canes in Georgia were excited when they got that.
yeah.
They've
Yeah.
been getting that for a long time, that license plate.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, before I got mine, I was driving back from North Carolina. I think I was in South Carolina. I drove up on someone. They had a U license plate tag, and it said Georgia, and I was instantly upset because I was like, "Where's mine?" I was like, "I need one."
Yeah.
And I think the state of Georgia is gonna make me pay $55 every year
Go
to
white.
renew it.
Go white.
I don't care. I go mop floors for my $55. I'll
Yeah.
make sure I have that plate on there.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Man, I had a good question lined up. I can't remember what it is now. Shoot.
Let me think.
Maybe Brett could translate it for you.
Right.
I'm gonna step inside real quick. It's starting to get cold.
Hey, no
Oh,
worries,
okay.
man. Hey, it was a pleasure. Well, unless you want to stay on, man, it's all up to you.
No, I can stay on. Sorry,
Okay.
it might be a little noise in the background.
No
We have
worries.
the baby too.
What's the temperature there?
Oh man, it's probably somewhere in the 50s. I'm up in the mountains.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
back. I'm back towards Mars Hill, where I went to school before I went to Miami.
Yep.
So you're in the mountains. Are you close to? You're. I used to go to a place called Big Bear. Big Canoe. It was up by. I don't know if you know that area by Dahlonega, by Helen. Big Canoe in the mountains, or a timeshare. Is it anywhere near there? Do you know, or it's you're about an hour
No,
from?
no, I'm like right outside of Asheville.
Okay. So yeah, that was
Yeah,
close to Tennessee.
yeah. So yeah, very close to Tennessee. Probably about 40-ish minutes from
Okay,
Tennessee.
so probably yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a beautiful area. So you were up in the mountains?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Got to come visit up over there.
I love it up there. Everybody should come visit Asheville at some point.
All right. I have to check that out. Go. That'll be, the Pop Sox factory will be over there.
One day.
Absolutely. You can dream it. You can make it happen.
So I remember my question. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, sorry about that, and thank you for helping me jog my memory, Brett. So my question is, what is something that you think fans don't understand about the dynamic of a locker room? I thought of it when you were telling us about how you thought about Manny and how this first year went. And you think he needs more time. Fans can be a little trigger happy when it comes to getting rid of coaches or benching players or something. But what's something that we don't understand about that locker room dynamic, or something that you players know better than us when it comes to that?
Well, the one thing about the locker room, if there's 70 people on the roster, you have 70 different personalities. You have 70 different people from different backgrounds and walks of life and beliefs. And the whole thing about a football team is coming together collectively to be able to work together to achieve one goal. And sometimes it's a lot harder than said. You have to think about, especially on a Power Five team, you got a lot of 4 and 5 star guys. Only 11 can, play on the field. Everybody's out there, trying to, better themselves or, try to reach a certain goal, like the NFL and whatnot. And sometimes that causes trouble in the locker room, and there's something for coaches to straighten out. Not saying that was the problem with Miami, but I don't know. It's hard to get 70 guys all doing one thing and being on one accord. It's very difficult. You got guys who's thinking about transferring because they're not playing. You got guys battling injuries. You got coaches trying to win games and discipline guys, and worrying about the next class coming in. It's a lot of moving pieces.
Okay.
I think you hit it on the head, man. But I think the key word was win, and I think that's what Miami unfortunately has struggled to do. If you start to win consistently, everything else will fall in place, for the good or for the bad. It kind of works itself out, like you said.
Yeah, it's really difficult, and it's still a player's game. The players still have to, find a way to come together to win. I mean, because in the truest sense, the coaches aren't out there playing the game. We are. So it starts with those guys in the locker room, and first of all having leadership, but then as a coach also building that trust. With the players, to be able
Cliff,
to,
how you doing?
run through a brick wall for you, if that's what you ask them to do.
For sure.
Yeah, Cliff, I'm going to throw you up on the screen real quick. I was the only one that could hear you, but now everyone is. You're live with us. So.
My God.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Yeah. So Cliff, we got Marquez Williams with us.
Oh, nice. What's up, guys? Everyone's good?
Yeah.
Doing good. How you doing, Cliffy boy?
Brad, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? How's the fam? Everybody good?
Let me see.
We got the what pick do your Cowboys have, man?
We got 51, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should be up soon.
Marquez, who's your NFL team? Do you have an NFL team that you cheer for, or at least growing up?
Growing up, it was the Falcons, but I have to say I'm a Jags fan now.
Okay.
I have to give it to the Jags.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, man.
But
cool.
I do like to pick up my friends now who are Falcons fans, because I do live in Georgia, and
who do you want, Brad?
Everybody's been kind of getting at me, but I said that the Falcons' first pick was terrible.
Look at this guy.
And one of my buddies is a Clemson fan because they took AJ Terrell from Clemson. And me and him was going back and forth all morning about why it was such a great pick. And I was like, I don't see it, but whatever.
Oh, man.
Cool, man.
I mean,
yeah.
It's fine. My opinion won't change his bank account, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, right. Right. How have you felt about the Jags draft so far with C.J. Henderson and then Chasen and then Chenault? I'm not sure how you say his first name. I can't remember. But you liking the Jags draft so far?
CJ, I haven't watched much film on him, but I always say it as that they traded away
Jordan,
Jalen.
can you hear me?
And can y'all not hear me?
I hear you, Marquez. I can hear you too, Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff, we can all hear you, man. We're Marquez is answering a question. Can you not hear him?
No, I can't hear Cliff.
Okay.
That's weird. That's the second time
it's something's going on, and I'm not smart enough to fix this, man. This is you guys picked the wrong guy to be in charge of the tech stuff.
Taking one for the team.
Yeah.
I just got a text from in a group that I'm in. I'm in 100 groups. Everybody's texting about it. one of the guys said he's really high on the. Of course, he's a Gator, and he's really high on the Jags draft. So the Gator fans are loving it, of course. He's, oh, look at this, we got.
The Gator fans always love it because it seems like Jacksonville tends to pick from Florida from time to time. They do that. They stay pretty close.
Why do you think they've been so terrible for the last 25 years? Always drafting Gators, man. Gators suck in the NFL.
Yeah.
Well, CJ, I haven't watched a bunch of film on them, but when you trade away Jalen and then you go with, honestly, I don't. It's not too many guys out there that's going to compare to Jalen, and not saying that CJ Henderson is a bad corner to replace Jalen Ramsey or even AJ Bouye.
Oh, they got the safety from LSU.
That's a reach.
Well, there goes the Cowboys pick right there. I don't think we're gonna get a
winner.
Dude, how does that Antoine Winfield guy? He has a nice.
Can you hear me?
Man. Yeah, we can hear you, Cliff.
We can hear you.
We got everybody.
Oh, shit.
Cliff, can you hear us?
Hey, Cliff.
Earth to Cliff.
I don't think Cliff could hear us.
Yeah, I'll text him real quick. You guys keep talking. I'll hit him up.
No worries.
I think how many players has LSU drafted already? I mean, they've got to be at about 5, 6.
I think when they did an interview with Ed O yesterday before the draft started, I think they were projected to get like anywhere from 12 to 14 guys drafted.
Wow.
Which is, I think, might break a record. So, I mean.
And it's funny because the coach, I mean, they all wanted to get rid of him. I mean, so you just, you don't know, winning solves everything when you have the players.
Yeah.
It's all the system, man.
It was the system. Look at that. So Joe Burrow went from throwing 16 touchdown passes to throwing 60. Yeah. And that's just a small difference.
Yeah, well, hopefully De'Aaron King goes from 50 touchdowns to 70 touchdowns. I can feel it.
I think he's
honestly, I feel really good about the offensive coordinator that we have. After being in June Jones' system out in Houston and really seeing how the spread works, and even watching him call plays, and because I went back and watched some film from SMU, and having a guy like De'Aaron and Coach Lashley at the OC position, it can get ugly real quick.
Yeah, I just love his work ethic, man. I follow him on Instagram, and his videos he puts up when he's training, man. I haven't seen a quarterback in a Hurricane uniform put in the time and just the way it looks, man. It just everything looks like the ball coming off his hands. It's got that zip, and I mean the technique as far as his footwork and everything he does, man. I don't think we have ever seen an athlete at quarterback in a Hurricane uniform like we're gonna see. And when you talk about the way that college football has transitioned now, I mean, we thought what Malik Rozier did a couple years ago was great with his legs. This guy is trained to do that. You know, I mean, he was born with this instinct. And I mean, the ACC defenses aren't spectacular. I mean, we could easily win our division like we should every year. I think with the new offensive coordinator, new quarterback, I think this has got to. I mean, hopefully, the biggest question is, do we get college football? That's it. I think other than that, I don't feel worried about the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I'm not really worried either, but that's gotten me into trouble a lot of times in my life, man.
I mean, obviously.
No, but you made a good point, though. I can't remember having an athlete at the quarterback position in the Canes uniform.
Yeah.
Like we're going to see with King.
Yeah.
No, I agree. And everyone that said he's a stand-up guy, he's got such a great, amazing work ethic that he knows that he's all about putting in the work. He doesn't expect to just pop on the jersey and he's going to be a star. You know, he knows he's got to put on the work, and I think we're going to be in great shape no matter how this season is played. I don't think he's going anywhere. You know, he's going to play a year with the Canes. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm pumped about it, man.
I love it.
So
one quote that someone always gave me was that, hard work guarantees nothing, but without it, you don't have a chance. So,
yeah, I like that quote, man.
For sure.
Hey, before we send you off, Marquez, last question I want to ask you is, what is your favorite play that you were involved in as a Miami Hurricane? Is there one play that pops for you?
one play,
Yeah.
other than a play that I wasn't on the field, I would have to say my touchdown for sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
man.
I just never had that happen before, being in front of, 60, 70,000 people.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I really didn't even know what to do after I scored. I was so used to running to the sideline. I didn't know, like, giving people time to celebrate was a thing. So I just kind of ran to the sideline.
Now,
Yeah.
was that the first year with the turnover chain, or was that the following year?
It was a year prior to the turnover chain.
Oh,
But
okay. I was gonna say, man, what did it feel like?
It was the first touchdown in Hard Rock Stadium, and of Coach Rick's, first year as a coach, and the first one of the season. So
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool, man. All right. Thank you so much for coming on with us, man. We love having you. Everyone,
sure,
make sure that you check out Pop Socks. In the chat, I posted the link, www.popsocks.com.
Nice.
And then also underneath the Instagram is at Pops, P-O-P-S, correct? Underscore SOCKS underscore 20. Make sure you check that out. Let's give Marquez some love. Thanks for coming on, man.
thank y'all so much.
It was a pleasure.
We'll see you soon. Holler if you need anything.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Hope to see y'all again. Thank y'all.
Have a good one, man.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Did you guys see this picture of Bill Belichick? I'm not a Belichick fan, but he does crack me up a little bit. I guess they went to the NFL. Oh, let's get rid of that. Okay. You guys see that?
No, it's clear.
Okay, can you see it? Let's see. So if it's where am I going? So he's got it says Bill Belichick at the I'll get a better picture. But anyway, it's his dog at the computer.
Okay.
Bill Belichick, and it's his dog sitting at the computer. It's kind of funny.
He's making the picture. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
So it's like, so they drafted some kid out of, I don't know, the first time that school has had someone drafted so high. But
yeah, I'm not a Belichick fan at all. I mean, it's hard to argue with his success, but
I totally agree. See, I don't like him, and I don't like the guy that used to be the Miami Dolphin coach that was not going to be the Alabama coach. But how can you? I mean, listen, we'd be loving it if they were our coaches,
right?
If the Cowboys had Belichick, if the Dolphins had Belichick, we wouldn't be complaining.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree. It's
Were you able to get Cliff back on?
So I just texted Cliff. He said he's jumping back on right now. Okay. So, yeah.
Is Marsh want to come on? I'm gonna stay on for Cliff, and then I got to take care of a couple of things. Looks like,
okay.
It's like
so
unless I'm doing it.
You're totally fine, man. You can dip anytime you need. Just come and go as you please. That's Marsh has some other stuff going on tonight, so I think that's what he's going to be doing as well. But definitely, I mean, don't feel pressure to stay on here, man. So we love having you and all that stuff. So
I appreciate it. Well, tell them, whoever's a guest, they come on. Tell them to go ahead on my Twitter at Canes_Ware. Go ahead and send me their info, and I'll get them the $10 gift card. So we'll go ahead and tell people like that. They can just they can come and they can talk about themselves, publicize their companies, whatever they want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did speak to Marquez for about an hour the other day on the phone. We had a great conversation about his company. So he's doing a great job. Really, amazing. He's just started 2 weeks ago. He's doing phenomenal.
Yeah, he seems like a really great guy. I've never talked to him before, but man,
super positive, man.
Yeah, I wish him the best. I love that. Just 1 year here, and we flipped him from being a bulldog to a cane.
Yeah,
exactly. So it's I didn't realize even when I spoke to him that he was only here 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I mean, I definitely remember him. I didn't know that it was only for one season. But
yeah, I believe he was in JUCO and then transferred.
Yeah. I remember when we got him, and I remember that touchdown, and I remember loving having him for that 2016 season, and wishing that we had a little more of him, but it's we've had a lot of cool guys come through here, so it's hard to track everyone's career so closely.
Now, do you guys know why he told me on the phone? Why, I don't know if he said it earlier and I missed it. Why he's Pop's Sox? Did he tell the story?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Yes, Coach Rick named Pops because he was the oldest. So he said,
"Oh, cool."
Named him Pops. So that's where he went with that nickname. So if you're listening,
okay.
I hope I'm telling the story correctly, but he was known as Pops, and he took what Coach Rick gave him and he went ahead and ran with it.
I love it.
That's awesome.
So it's and he has a lot of entrepreneurial skills that he heard a little bit about something and he's attacking it, which is great.
Yeah, I love it.
So yeah,
I forgot to mention it to him, but I loved how they showed a picture, a video, I think, of after his XFL game, because obviously he's with the Houston Renegades. He proposed to his fiance like right after the game. I thought that was super. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
That is awesome. So it's so what do you guys think of the draft? It's we've got I would like to see the Dolphins get Taylor Swift. I was never that high on. Looking at his highlights, looks phenomenal. I guess Taylor
already went. It seems like all the talent is going one after the other. It's like as soon as you want someone to get, as soon as you want your team to get someone, the next team gets it. It's like on to the next one.
Did Dobbins go already? I haven't been paying attention.
I did not see Dobbins go, but I could be wrong. I don't think he went. I mean, the Dolphins went with that lineman. He was supposedly the 10th rated by Kuiper, but then I saw something that Kuiper said, I really like this guy. So he could be a little good. So they're going with some raw talent. So you do need to build up on the line, but it seems like teams like the Dolphins, other teams, you draft so many offensive linemen, and then where are they?
Yeah.
They're getting massive contracts at other teams.
But then there's systems. The Patriots a couple of years ago, like they just put together this makeshift offensive line and they were blocking fine. Other teams have all first-round draft picks as on their offensive line, and you're not. What are you getting out of them? So I don't know. It's not always where somebody's drafted, just not like how they're recruited. I mean, there's a lot of intrinsic value there. How they're, how they go about their day, the kind of fire they have, the kind of aptitude and attitude. That if they have that kind of energy, I think they could succeed. So you never know who's going to have a chip on their shoulder either.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hey, so who was the? Do you guys remember the fullback that had that big hit? So we're playing Florida State in 2014. Brad Kaya hits Clive Walford up the middle, turns into that like 60-yard touchdown. And our fullback that year laid someone out with just a nasty block right on the goal line. I can't think of his name right now. I answered it on Twitter to someone who was asking who that was. I can't think of who that was, but Marquez.
You said it was 2014?
Yeah. Yeah, if you find that highlight of Clive taking that slant route all the way to the house against Florida State, he's one that makes the big hit right at the end. I can't think of what his name is, though.
14. That was 6 years ago.
I think his number like 44 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. His family went ahead, and I remember he came. He was a track star, and then he transferred.
Tucker.
Yes, it was.
Tucker.
Yes.
With an E or something like
Walter
that.
Tucker, yeah.
His family came in, and we went ahead, and they got some U-shirts with 44s on them. But they're a nice family, but he was a track star. He just never got a chance to really play that much. And who was the guy ahead of him? Was somebody ahead of him who was it on the back that we had up that
I can't remember.
Tucker, he had that hit.
I liked him. Yeah.
Also on special teams also, he was a beast.
Yeah. We had a lot of
track star in high school. So
we had a lot of guys on those Al Golden teams that were just really gritty, like high motor guys that were willing to do dirty work, like Trent Harris is one that comes to my mind, and there was another guy that played a lot like him that was kind of an edge rusher.
Demetrius Jackson.
It wasn't him. Cliff, I'm putting you on right now, bro.
Okay.
Hey, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Yo.
What's up, my guys?
What's up?
Good boy.
My main man, bro.
Yeah.
Brett, what's up?
I am
Look
doing
who's here with me.
fantastic.
What up, Connor?
What's up, man?
We got Connor's in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan, what's up, buddy? I like the hat.
Hey, thanks, brother.
Hey,
did you see that Antoine Winfield just got drafted from DBU? Let's hope Steven can carry that tradition, you know?
Oh, for sure. I hope that. Yeah, Connor wanted him to go to the Dolphins, so then when we go, he's right, he'd be living over here by us. We'd be good then.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey, if we want to go to Tampa, I guess. Look, I got the little thing up, Brad. We're good, bro.
Let's do it. Hey, so starting right in, man. Obviously, we're the Cowboys fans. What do you think of Lamb falling to us?
Oh man, I thought for sure he was gonna be like between 10 and 12, somewhere maybe 13, but I can't believe that we got him still, bro.
Well,
I mean, pissed off, man.
Would you have taken? So, I mean, everybody's hating because they wanted Lamb, but would you have taken Ruiz over Lamb because we needed that center, or do you think we just had to take Lamb?
No, you can't pass on a kid like that, man. That kid is too athletic. He's unbelievable after the catch. I mean, there's no way. It's time for Dak to either put up or shut up. You can't score 30 points a game, with these guys, man. Unbelievable. If Blake Jarwin could just give us a little bit and just be average, oh my God, it'd be unbelievable. I mean, I wanted. They just took off
Delpit,
Hamlin, the Hamlin kid from Penn State. I wanted him in the second round for us, but I figured we were going to get a safety or somebody else in the somebody else offensive defensive end or something in the first round. So I figured, oh man, we need a slot guy. I would like Hamlin. That would have been perfect, but we got CD now, baby. We're good.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited.
Yeah, did you guys see? So Michael Doyle just commented this. Did you guys see that Amari's not owed any money after 2021?
It's based off.
No, I didn't see that.
Contract. I think they worked out something in the contract like that.
Yeah, so I mean, so that kind of makes sense with drafting CD. If you're gonna struggle to keep him if he's a superstar, then you can just move on from Amari. So
yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't realize that. Maybe that's another reason why they did it.
Yeah, well,
they want to.
You guys are.
I guys are paying him wrong. I want to keep all three. That'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, I like Michael Gallup.
Oh, I think Michael Gallup's going to be a star, man. I love him. So, what do you want now? I wanted a safety next, but man, they're all
of
now.
them are gone now. Yeah, I agree.
Someone said, I think Ryan said there was going to be like 9. Was it him that said there was going to be 9 in the second round drafted?
Yeah, he thought there was going to be 7 or 9 safeties drafted in the second round.
Oh wow, so it's deep. So you never know.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I think you got to go offensive lineman or safety, but I mean, at this point, they might all be the next available. You might be able to wait till 3rd or 4th round.
We might.
I wouldn't be surprised if we trade back. I mean, the Cowboys are known sometimes for trading back. I wouldn't be surprised if we trade back.
I'm not against that either, unless there's a guy there that they absolutely have to have.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised yesterday if this guy if CD wasn't there last night at 17. I wouldn't be surprised if they would have moved back because Henderson was already gone.
Yeah,
and I like the 3 or 4 safeties at the top that are gone now, but I don't think any of them are excellent or great. Winfield had an injury history. The LSU, however you say his name. How do you say his name?
Delpit.
What's his name? Delpit. He was, he was hurt a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of McKinney either. I mean, he's good, but I don't think he's great. So the way it worked out for us is perfect.
Yeah.
Brett, how you hanging in there, buddy?
I'm hanging in there good. Just posting to the fans. Doing good. I haven't seen in a while. It's been sad. Cliff for a while there.
I don't leave my house.
Friday. He'd come every single Friday for a game day. The 10-0 season, he was there every single Friday, and then we lost. I didn't see him again.
That's it. Because, you know why? Because I think Yeah, if we lose,
You
if we
thought
keep winning, I keep going back. But then if we losing streak, that's what happens, bro.
Yeah.
exactly.
So
But it's all good. So we're hanging in there. We're shipping every day. We missed the score, missed the camaraderie,
yeah,
missed the energy of the fans. But hopefully we'll have that soon again.
yeah,
Everybody will come with masks, but hey,
yeah,
everybody will be 6 feet apart,
yeah.
but they'll still be able to enjoy the Canesboro atmosphere.
You better start putting the lines 6 feet apart
I
like
know.
Allosaurus now.
I'm gonna put down the
You-
tape. I'm gonna put down the pylons that everybody. We'll just do a college
Oh, there
field.
you
Instead of every 5 yards, we'll do it every 6.
Yeah. I like that.
go. That'd be cool.
I know. I'm gonna book it.
Chase Claypool. This guy actually stood out in the combine that the
Wow.
Steelers got.
I tell you, he had a good career. 150 catches, pretty 4.42. Wow.
Yeah, and he's cute and he's big too. To run a 4.42 at his size is pretty incredible.
That is. He's 6'6".
Wow.
Yeah, I think 6'6".
Wow.
So when are you guys going to draft a replacement for Dak because he sucks? I'm just kidding.
I knew that was coming. I was thinking, man, would you take Jake Fromm? Would you take Fromm?
I'm not
So
a
me-
fan.
Third or fourth round?
No, so me personally, I actually think Eason fits the Cowboys better than Fromm.
Yeah. Easton's
I think-
an FSP kid with my nephew. He's an FSP kid. They're going to be
Yep.
two FSP kids drafted in this round.
I think we definitely need a quarterback who's not afraid to throw the deep ball, and I don't see that from Fromm at all. I think
Yeah.
I think with Fromm you're very limited on what he could do. I think Fromm would actually fit well in like a Belichick type offense.
Yeah. I can see
was
that.
I was just gonna say, I agree with you because, like, Fromm is one of those dudes that I can't stand. He seems like a good kid. I watched QB1. He seems like a decent kid, but I just can't stand Georgia. I can't stand him.
I like him because his competitiveness. When
Yeah.
he wants to compete at everything. When you watch that QB1, he's doing that ping pong, horse playing basketball. He's doing everything. I was like, wow, man, this kid doesn't care what it is. So
For
I like
sure.
that about him.
Yeah, I have respect for him, because he played great at Georgia. But dude, I think most places he goes, he'd struggle in the NFL.
Yeah.
But I really think if he goes to the Patriots, he's going to end up as like just because of how bad I hate the Patriots, he's going to be a Hall of Famer if Belichick takes it.
Hey, it's wide
I know it.
It's wide open for you guys now.
Players around him. That's for sure.
Yeah, we just need Josh Allen to be 30 yards within his target every time he throws.
I just think I think he's talking about Hood guy being inaccurate. I think Fromm is very inaccurate.
Yeah.
Seems like
he just doesn't have a big arm. That's it. If he had a big arm, I think he'd be good.
Michael actually brought up another one. Actually, I wouldn't mind Hurts in like a late 5th, 6th round instead of Fromm.
Oh, there you go. That's true.
I mean, Hurts in Dallas. I mean, it's kind of going back home.
5th round, you think?
I think he could drop to 4th, 5th round with.
If he's there 5th round, I would go after him for sure.
I mean, I even liked Cooper Rush for a while. I thought Cooper Rush.
I liked him too.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
So I mean, we'll see. I mean, we're about to pick now, so I guess we'll see what we get.
I don't even know who to.
I keep forgetting we got Gerald McCoy and Clinton Dix.
Yeah. Well, that's why my buddy was texting me. He goes, "Oh, I'm glad because he's an Eagles fan. He wanted Winfield to go to the Eagles." And I was like, he's like, "I'm just glad that the Cowboys, you guys didn't get him. All these safeties are all gone, right?" And I'm like, "But we're good for this year. We have Clinton Dix for this once. He has only a 1-year contract, but it'd be nice to play. Get somebody this year so he could start being ready for next year.
Yeah. So they're saying cornerback, safety, center, edge rusher, or tight end.
I think we'll go center, edge, or cornerback. I don't think that tight end is like. I don't think that's the most pressing need. I think out of those 5, they'd probably be the last.
Josh Jones from Houston, or this guy from Iowa, Espentia.
I mean,
or even
you think it's better? I mean, if you take a center now, second round. I'm sure they could probably get a center in the 4th or 5th and be the same.
Yeah, I don't.
It sucks that Frederick was so good too, bro.
Yeah, dude, he was good. It seemed like within 2 or 3 years, like half our offensive line just disappeared.
Yeah, man. Oh man, this sucks for him. Guy lost his mom and now his brother. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, you're talking about Dak Prescott,
Yeah,
right?
man, that's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
He lost. His brother's 31 years old, man.
Oh, who's that?
Dak Prescott's older brother, and they're not saying what happened.
Yeah, I mean, we're especially me, you, and Marsh. We're in this weird time where it's like both of our teams, the quarterback, both had family tragedy. Where it's like, I think they both are gonna have to have big years. I mean, they're gonna do what they
They're
can.
gonna have heavy hearts
for sure. I mean, hey, Jalen Hurts is the second best quarterback available right now. Maybe he doesn't drop that far. They got Hurts over Fromm. Wow.
My buddy just texted me right now. He's like, "Hey, Cliff, how did Dak's brother die?" I don't know.
Oh, you know what? You know who I wouldn't mind as a Cowboy late round is the guy Morgan from FIU.
Oh, I don't know much about him besides he kicked our ass.
he can sling it. He can sling it.
So, man, I just hope we have football this year, man. Oh my gosh. I don't know what we're gonna do. If we don't have football this year, and now they're talking to try to move it until the beginning of next year to start it, I don't think that's gonna work. And Goodell's not gonna move the draft back.
Nah.
I mean, unless you're gonna have a season from like the first couple days of January, and it's gonna be over by the end of April. I mean, that's gonna be a quick season.
Which could happen. They could go to just conference games.
Yeah. It's just everything's a mess, dude. Because if they do that, how do they take, like season ticket holders instead of going to 6 or 7 home games? Whatever, some years. This year we have 7 for Miami, 7 home games, and then we miss 3. So we're gonna pay the same amount of money and go to 4 games instead of 7.
And then my thing was you got to think of. I mean, Steven's a prime example where these freshmen are coming in and they're going to play a whole season in this small time period within 3-4 months, and then they're going to have to come back within 2 months and have to get ready for another season.
Exactly. I don't think they're going to be able to do it, to be honest with you. Nah. I think it's going to either be they start on time and they just do conference games from the regular time, and because they're saying if we go back too early, that this stuff's going to come back even worse in October, November now, and I'm like,
yeah.
It's basically going to be the whole year, dude.
For sure.
I just started doing my video therapy with some of my clients today. Oh, my God. Are you talking about it? Oh, the kids are grabbing the phones and knocking it over. I'm like, oh, chasing around. The mom's chasing around the kids. Marsh.
Yo.
What's up, my guy?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. You see that Utah player just get drafted?
Yeah. I like that kid.
He's good, man. Good kid.
I like him. Dude, you came in right in time for our boys.
Who are we looking at?
I don't even know. The safeties just started flying off the board, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, this is definitely the first time in my life I've ever watched anything but the first round of the draft.
Oh, no, bro. I usually always good for the first 4 or 5 rounds, but then after that. But this year, bro, I'll be here. I'll be out here at the bar the whole time.
Hell yeah. Headquarters.
What else you want me to do? There's nothing else to do, dude.
There's nothing. There's literally nothing.
What do you guys think about J.K. Dobbins?
I was just about to say, who's our backup running back right now?
We have the kid from Memphis. The running back from Memphis. He's the backup. What the hell's his name? I can't even think of his name.
I can't either.
He's good. He's good though. He's not that bad. What the hell's his name? I can't think of his name though. He's from Memphis. I know that though.
Yeah, I think.
Let me tell you, man. Since I'm so into the Minnesota recruiting right now, Iowa, dude, all 3-star players, dude. Their whole class every year is 3-star players, and they're good, dude. Just goes to show you how good the coaching is.
Dude, I mean the same thing. That's the same thing for Utah too. Like they
got.
It's all 3-star guys. Like they just got like one of their first 4-star players ever last year, and he couldn't start at Utah, and he transferred.
Bro, that's because those kids are all hungry, man. That's why.
Yeah.
You know, they don't think like they're big time. You know, their crap don't stink. They're already good.
Oh, we got Diggs from Bama. I'll take that.
Who? Oh, we got Diggs
from Bama.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about him.
I don't know if that was a reach though. I mean,
no, I saw him. He was going in the second round.
Huh.
Hey, anybody from Bama, I'll take it.
You ain't lying. And I feel sorry for all these kids too, that especially for the first round kids that weren't going to be there. You know.
Yeah.
Man, every kid that I see on here, father died of heart failure. I mean, this is every kid. It's like terrible, man.
They're really, they're.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
Really making this a sad draft.
You know, Connor just said that's a good pick. Tell him, Pops. You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Connor. No, that's a good pick. Hit a sign, baby.
I like it.
There's the light. Whose light is that right now?
That's Cliff's.
Cliff, I love that light. Where'd you get that?
I got it.
Where'd you get that light, Cliff?
The best store to get all your Canes gear.
What?
The best spot to get your Canes gear. Where?
You don't have to say that. We're still going to bring you back when it gets busy, Connor. You're still the best player.
He said, we're still going to bring you back when it gets busy.
Oh, let's go, baby.
He goes, let's go, baby. His best job ever.
Trevon Diggs.
Hey, and you know what was funny with Connor? He would get his paycheck and he'd be like, no, Brett. I'll just take gear.
Connor, it was like with Connor. It's like, let's make a deal. I'm like, who does let's make a deal now? No, it used to be Monty Hall. I say, Connor, do you want your paycheck or do you want what's behind door number 2? Here. And you go back and forth.
I got nice shorts.
You know,
I got nice shorts.
Hey, let me tell you,
$4 an hour.
I think that's
some clothes.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you, I totally forgot about him.
Yeah, I did too.
Everything I'm reading on him, I mean, it sounds like a really good pick.
Marsh, how tall is he?
It said 6'1 3/4. Is what they got on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'll take that.
Who do you guys get?
Trayvon Diggs
from Alabama, corner.
He's solid. He dropped low too. I thought he'd go higher.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of them, all the mock drafts that I saw had him second round, but some of them had him up in at least the 40s.
Really?
So, yeah.
The Dolphins have got to move up. We've got 100 draft picks. Move up a few picks to get Dobbins.
Well, they just found Todd Gurley's replacement.
Dobbins.
It's not Akers, is it?
Yeah, Akers went to the Rams.
No.
Akers went to the Rams right now. Yep.
Akers went in the second round.
He went ahead of Dobbins.
Wow.
Good for the Rams.
Yeah, and he had no.
You know what?
While he was there.
You know what? I didn't realize that he had multiple 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
But he was supposed to be.
I mean, like
he was supposed to be.
You just spread a line at FSU.
Dalvin Cook again.
No, he
had no line.
Yeah, he ain't Dalvin Cook.
No.
Yeah, thanks for showing us first.
Yeah. I remember when he was a freshman, Akers played really well against us, but then like the next 2 games, he didn't do anything.
Oh, dude, Miami again.
You're right. Well, we beat him 3 in a row. You know, since Dalvin left, we beat him.
Shit.
That was on red wine.
Did you see him just run over red wine? Jesus.
I haven't gotten to that highlight yet.
All these running backs. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
All these guys.
Here. I think they're going to.
Well, I think Brad's ahead of all of us. He's got that boost up cable over there. He's way ahead of us. Oh wow, what a catch!
Where's the?
All
we
these
need
running
to go
backs.
ahead and,
all these running backs are like 5'10", 5'11", like 195 to 205.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yep.
Yeah, they're all
That's
small.
why
Just bowling balls.
that kid from LSU, especially. That kid's a tank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Blair. Yeah.
But
No, I
who's the
don't.
prototype running back right now in the NFL? I mean,
Derrick
the
Henry.
top running back is the guy from Tennessee who's not 5'9" or 5'10" or 5'11".
I
Yeah.
don't know. Me personally, McCaffrey's the best running back in the NFL.
Oh,
In my
McCaffrey is, yeah.
I'd take
would say the
McCaffrey.
I call him the Great White Hope.
He is definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think
Connor's
McCaffrey's.
always,
Sorry, go ahead, Cliff.
oh, he's no. I was just saying. Connor always says, "Oh, Dad, no,
Eagles
bro,
are
he's
drafting
that badass, and he's a white running back. Oh, I'll sign me up."
Yeah. I think
Jalen Hurts, Eagles.
I'd take McCaffrey on like a game-to-game basis, but I think what Derrick Henry did to close out the season and then in the playoffs was like some of the best football that we've seen in.
I agree. I mean, he is now, and he just really sat for the first 2 years. He didn't do much. I mean, he didn't really start getting time until Tannehill took over the offense because Mariota wasn't giving him the ball.
Yeah.
Hey, I told you.
He was just so good. I mean, we haven't seen a running back dominate the game single-handedly like that in a long time.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I mean, it's I don't know if I'd say he's the best going into next year. I still like McCaffrey. He's just, so good, so fast,
He is.
so balanced in the way he plays. But, man, if Henry can recreate that was elite football that we saw from him.
Hey, fellas, I just got my food. I'm going to be heading out for a little bit. I'll probably join you back in a little bit.
Okay, sounds good,
All
man.
right.
All right,
buddy.
See you soon.
I'm surprised the Eagles
Go
drafted.
Canes, go Cowboys.
What do you have?
Chick-fil-A.
All right, there you go. All right.
Nice.
Look at this. And then there was.
And you know what? About to piggyback off Henry, man, that dude. Everybody in the whole world knew that he was getting the ball, and they still couldn't stop that guy.
Yeah, it was incredible, man.
No, he was.
Bro, that guy is a.
And I was thinking that Alabama.
It's just I don't know how long a guy can do that.
He is just
What, Brett?
so big. He doesn't carry that much. I mean, it's not like Ricky Williams got burnt out because they were giving him the ball. Dave Wanstatt was giving him the ball like 400 times a year, it seemed.
Yeah.
But after a while, your body breaks down. But Henry's really been preserved.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts.
I am
Yeah,
very
really
my,
weird.
my buddy just texted me that he's an Eagles fan, and he just put Y with a whole bunch of Y's at the end.
I mean, I know that Wentz gets injured a lot, but
I think he's
Yeah, but not in the second round.
not in the second round.
I don't like Hurts'
That's
motion. I'm not a big fan of his.
Yeah. I love Wentz. I love Wentz. I think he's great. I think he's already a top 10 QB, and I think if he gets a few years of not getting injured, I think he can climb higher than that.
He's good.
That's the problem. He is injured, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, the year they won the Super
Sometimes
Bowl,
that doesn't go away.
he was dominating.
Go away most of the time.
Yeah.
What, Marsh? What do you think about the Ruggs pick for us?
The what pick?
The Ruggs pick that we just got. Diggs. Diggs.
I mean, we needed a cornerback, so I mean, I trust Alabama players, so
Yeah.
I
bet he's I mean, he has to be happy. He knows that that's like a major need for us. He was going to get a chance to start like game one.
Yeah, didn't we just trade our Dolphins to the or didn't we just trade our cornerback to the Dolphins?
Yeah, Williams. Jones.
Jones. Yeah.
Jones. He's a Dolphin now.
So yeah, we need.
I feel kind of bad for Jalen Hurts a little bit because of he's gonna, unless Wentz gets hurt. I mean, he's not gonna play.
Yeah, no.
But
he's not taking.
Yeah, Wentz is gonna get hurt though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I like it. His name is Jalen Hurts. Wentz gets hurts.
Yeah.
They should have kept Nick Foles, man. I mean, Foles can't play anywhere but Philly. It's the weirdest thing in the world.
Totally.
Yeah, he's almost got an MVP the first year he played there, and then got a Super Bowl MVP the next time he played there. So,
where is he now?
It's pretty wild.
Jacksonville traded him to where?
Chicago.
Okay, so
yeah,
Chicago. Yeah. Did you see Michael Wilbon today was saying that Aaron Rodgers might get traded to the Bears?
What? That it would be a good fit in Chicago.
Yeah,
I don't think they're ready.
But they're not going to trade him inside the division.
Dr. Love to take over yet.
I do love Jordan Love though. I think that's a good pick. I like him a lot.
Aaron Rodgers has what, 3 or 4 more years in him?
Oh yeah,
He's 35, 36.
he's third. I think he's 36.
36.
Brett Favre had years in him when they drafted Aaron Rodgers.
Brett
True.
Favre was being
Yeah,
held
right.
up by like duct tape.
Yeah.
That kid, yeah.
I think, bro, if they let him, I swear to God, that guy would still be playing. He don't care.
I think the
Yeah.
Bills go with Dobbins here. Actually, I really wouldn't be surprised to see Bills go Dobbins.
Why can't believe Dobbins hasn't been picked?
I know.
The Dolphins have 600 draft picks. You can go ahead and trade them.
Hey, bro, they got a whole new team, bro. They're starting from scratch.
I
No
mean,
players.
you're not going to be able to keep everybody.
Jalen Hurts is good on.
That's why you have that's why you have the picks.
I
Jordan,
hate
who's
Ohio.
your starting?
It's
running back?
Devin Singletary. He was a rookie last year, but he's really good.
Oh yeah. No, he was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like him, but I think they need a back
you
to
just told
complement him.
Correct. They got Frank Gore, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
He's
how
not
long?
a long-term guy.
How long can Gore keep going? You know, I love
Well,
Gore.
who knows
He
that
may-
guy?
Oh, they got a good pick. The defensive end.
He
from
might keep
Iowa.
going.
He's good.
Oh, you got
Yeah, and Baltimore's got a running
Is it
back.
Bills?
Who's Baltimore's running back?
Ingram.
what was he?
They may go.
Oh, hey, you see that? Iowa's first 5-star recruit. I just said they usually have only 3 stars.
It's 05.
Look at that.
That's good. Yeah, watch this
How do
tape.
you pronounce his name? Epinesa?
Okay, I'll take
Yeah.
it. We need an edge rusher too.
Hey, I can never be an ESPN guy because of the names would kill me, bro.
Yeah.
I call him Epi. Man,
What
oh
is
my
it
God.
this year? They're bringing all the family tree in this year. It's like,
Yeah.
his brother, his sister, his parents, his grandparents were Olympians.
It's like a fun fact about the parents for every single draft pick.
I know it's different.
They're like,
this
this
year.
is his brother. He's 13. He plays basketball. Okay.
I think it's exactly.
He got a C- on his Spanish test last week.
We're all real proud.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think the Dolphins are going to go for Dobbins. They would have traded for him.
Well, you guys are up next. You got the Ravens and then you.
Okay.
And the Ravens aren't going to go running back, so you might.
Oh my God.
Wow, that was a nice dunk by that kid. Whoa.
I'll take it. He's got an athlete family, you know. I can
Oh, yeah,
talk
yeah.
myself into it.
Let's
Yep.
see.
Jordan, is he Polynesian? This guy, AJ.
It looks like
Yeah.
his dad is. Yeah.
I'm telling
Oh
you,
yeah.
we need to get some Polynesians to come play for the Canes.
That's what I'm saying, man. We really do.
You are not lying.
We got plenty of them out here in Utah, dude.
Yeah, come recruit in our
Yeah, and-
backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, I want all offensive linemen I can get from that state.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you just need
And
to. You guys need
Washington's another
to
state.
have Manny hook me a marsh up with some recruiting credentials, and we got it, dude.
Dude, Garen Justice. I mean, he coached out here, like on the West Coast.
Yeah.
He should know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they would have traded for him.
Yeah,
those
dude,
are the
we got-
strongest.
They love-
Those are the strongest people on earth.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I played
Well, you know
high
what?
school volleyball, and dude,
Yeah.
like so when we would play the high schools that had like a high concentration of Polynesian kids, man, we'd get destroyed because that's just like a unique type of power and athleticism that you just don't see.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, well.
every time we played the Polynesian schools, man, we got killed in volleyball.
Dude, more than half of my high school football team was Polynesians, and they were one of the best in the nation.
Yeah.
Well, they got
They're strong. They're fast.
Oh yeah. Hey, hardworking, good
They're
kids.
hard work- yeah. just like the
Washington
best.
usually has quite a bit of policy.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
Washington has a whole bunch out in Washington.
Oh yeah.
There's like on FSP with Little Steven, they have like 7 Polynesian kids, and the one kid, JT, how do you say his last name, Colin? Ualaioa, but his
Nice.
call him JT. He's the #1 player in the nation, dude, and he's on FSP.
Well, and
he's a defensive
one,
end, defensive tackle.
Yeah, the one offensive lineman from Oregon who's like going to go in the top 5 next year. He's from like just down the road. He's from St. George, Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of NFL talent come out of Salt Lake City. That's like Haloti Ngata. He was from Salt Lake, to Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah, he went to Highland.
Yeah.
And
wow, Star Lutulele.
Yeah.
Star, yeah. The Dolphins.
Well, they also had the throwing Samoan from Washington.
Yeah.
Then there was
the Dolphins had one Asian guy.
What about Jack Thompson? Was he a first-round draft pick for the Redskins?
Who?
Jack Thompson, the throwing Samoan, wasn't he a first-round draft pick for the Redskins a few years back?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
We need to do some research here.
I thought you were talking about Marcus Tuiasa Sopo.
He was.
I remember when he played for the Raiders for a few years.
Well, the Dolphins had a Polynesian guy. He went to Utah. I can't remember his name.
John he was a defensive lineman. He's
Oh, that's right.
No.
It was a lineman.
What was his name?
Connor's basketball coach. Connor's basketball coach. He owns an auto detailing company. He used to do that all the time. Connor, what's the guy that used to play for the Dolphins? That was a defensive tackle. That Coach Hawk used to do his cars and stuff, and he paid for you guys to play in the tournaments and stuff. Remember, he bought all the kids Jordans. I can't even think of his name, but he had that guy had the baddest trucks. Paul Soliai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Paul Soliai. Yeah.
I like.
There's another one too.
That guy paid for this guy, Coach Hawk. He got all these kids together, and Connor is one of them. Paul Soliai bought them all a pair of Jordans and the uniforms that are reversible. One side white, one side was black, and then he bought them Jordans, and then he paid for all the tournaments for them to go in.
The Dolphins also had Isaac Asiata. He was on the offensive line.
Oh,
he
okay.
went to Baltimore. I mean, the Dolphins. On 43 touchdowns. We haven't gone up yet.
Yeah, I don't
understand. They wanted a running back. Why they didn't go for Dobbins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my scoutmaster growing up was he played in the NFL for like 8 years because I was in Boy Scouts. And Al Papunu, if you guys remember him, played for the Chargers. Yeah. So he just lives like down the street from us, but he's the tight ends coach at Colorado now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So it looks like
I like seeing the inside of the houses and stuff, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Kingsbury house.
Oh,
holy cow!
Yeah.
That house is sick, dude.
Yeah.
Kingsbury.
So same with Sean McVay's.
Yeah.
Well, and I love seeing the yacht, Jerry Jones yacht, $250 million.
And he's all by himself doing the draft. That just scares the shit.
Yeah, there's like. Yeah, I know. You mean love.
He's insane.
The guy's gonna be like, "Oh, give me Brett Favre if Dak doesn't want to pay his sign the contract. Give me Brett." He thinks he's doing a fantasy draft right now.
Yeah, for real. Oh my gosh.
I love seeing the Tampa coach out in his backyard just chilling.
Yeah, with his hat.
Yeah.
So Baltimore is gonna be loaded. They got Lamar and they just got Dobbins.
Yeah, you know what, Brett? I just said they're not going to pick a running back. Why would they?
I mean, I don't understand why the Dolphins, with all their draft picks, didn't draft up for this kid. 2,003 yards in 2019. I mean,
oh my God! You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, Nate. Yeah.
Damn it!
I don't get it, dude. I don't know why they got him.
Barry Jackson is publicizing picked 5 minutes in advance.
Oh my God! Look where he is. Aventura, Florida.
Yeah.
Sorry, Garrett said it. I'm not looking anymore. So.
Dang.
I'm not looking at.
I like.
That's like Steven from Minnesota.
Yeah, he's like Steven, committed without visiting.
Look at this kid. Movement, his agility.
I wonder who else is there at running back.
Zach Moss is
next. There's the kid Moss. How is Moss?
Yeah, the kid
Moss
from
is
Utah.
awesome.
He's
Moss
good.
is good.
He's really good.
Yeah.
I've watched him for 3 years.
Was he the one that Marsh? Was he the one that retired and then came back?
No.
Okay.
He was originally committed to the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that's right, wasn't he?
He's from Hollandale, and he went to Utah and was like amazing. He had some injury problems, but when he's healthy, he was like a top 3, top 5 running back in college football.
No, he's good. Is he related? Was he related to Ty Moss?
5'9", 223.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It probably is if he's from around that area, you know.
He's from Hialeah. He's from Hialeah, but he was born in Hialeah.
Yeah. So him and the Utes starting quarterback and receiver, they all went to Hollandale High School, and yeah, they're all like from South Florida, and they all went to Utah and killed it.
So Brett, did you see who the pick is at 56? Did you see Barry Jackson's tweet?
No, I'm not looking at it.
Okay.
You saw it already?
I saw it, yeah.
Do you like it?
Don't say it out loud, Marsh, because I think Brett's waiting for the TV.
Okay.
Do you like it? At least, Jordan?
Me? Well, I don't want to tip the hand.
I think it's Flores.
Hey, let me tell you,
Flores.
A.J. Dillon.
Look at him.
A.J. Dillon wasn't bad.
Yeah, A.J. Dillon's good. He's big.
That's a Flores.
Yeah, he's good. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Flores is happy. You don't see Flores, and so is Greer. And Flores didn't show too much emotion.
I think Greer was sleeping. They had to wake him up.
Bro,
it's our pick. Wake up.
You want me to text Flores? He'll come on the show?
Yeah.
You okay with that, Jordan?
Yeah, hit him up.
That'd be awesome.
Let's do it.
Let me tell you, I like Flores. I think that guy is going to be good. He with the talent they had last year, and they were in almost every game.
Yeah. They just
I think that guy's pretty good.
Yeah, I like Flores a lot.
Another offensive
Yeah,
line.
Jacob East.
Most Belichick
FSP.
assistants don't do so well, though.
Yeah, it's true.
You
know what? I was just saying, Matt Patricia will be gone after this year.
Do we need another? The Dolphins are trying to build the line, that's for sure. So second team there. They love their Alabama guys.
Do they have another pick this round?
But I don't think we needed a DT. I thought we needed edge rushers.
I don't know, man.
Connor says he's good. I don't know.
Connor likes this guy?
Connor knows. Connor's. He goes, Raquan Davis, he's good.
He wears the red and white. Well, the Dolphins are definitely trying to build the line.
99, I knew it. Raekwon's good.
See, Connor's good. He goes, he's number 99.
He was on the other
It's
side of
true.
Dewan
It just came up. Yeah. He goes, he's on the other side of Dewan Payne. Oh, that's my favorite quarterback from FSU, Francois.
Okay.
I like this.
The guy gave us 2 or 3 wins. Thank you.
Yeah, he was bad.
What do you guys think of this?
It's not a bad
Wait,
pick.
he's got
I don't know what you need.
His birthday is August 21st. That's my birthday. So we love this guy now.
So he has to be great.
Yeah. He's 6'7", 306.
Sheesh.
Oh my God! What do you feed that guy? You just throw a baby calf in his room. There you go.
3-year starter. Wow.
Yeah, he's good, bro. Not bad.
He
Flores. Oh, I just woke up from my nap. Great.
runs a 5'1". He runs a 5'1" to 40-yard dash. Is pretty fast for a guy that big.
That's
wow.
Bro, that's really fast for a guy that big.
For a guy 6'7", over 300 pounds.
Hey, Connor, he runs a 5'1", 240.
Jeez.
Bro, for his size, that's amazing.
I heard that name.
Yeah, it is.
I knew who it was. Zach Moss is still going to be.
And then the Dolphins got the offensive guard, right? No, but you got the offensive guard.
Yeah.
The Robert Hunt kid, did you see him? He was like pancaking everybody.
Yeah, he's a beast.
That one play, he knocked 3 guys down on one block. He was pulling and just destroyed and knocked in 2 other guys and knocked them down.
Hey, I like that pick by the Dolphins. Raquan Davis is good.
So I had a little Facebook contest.
You like
Had a Facebook contest to see if anybody could pick 2 of the guys today. If I'm ever, you win a gift card, and nobody's even been close. To one of them.
Yeah. How do you guys like the new Rams logo?
It's horrible, man. It's
Awful.
terrible.
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty bad.
Well, the Chargers just went and revamped theirs, didn't they? They went ahead, they put it out there, everybody hated it, and they said, let's make a new one.
I don't know why they just wear
The Chargers did?
The Chargers just wear the powder blue jerseys every single game. Those are the greatest.
Let's see if I can find a picture. Shoot, where is it?
Give me 1 second.
And we're on the clock. 1, 2, 3. We are building in the trenches. I agree, Michael. We are going ahead and building in the trenches. So Flores, he wants to build that defense, and he loves the lines, the offense, the defensive line. You control the trenches. You control the game.
You got it. You have to think the next pick is a running back, though, right?
So this might be a little explicit, but this is what it looks like to me. The new Rams logo.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Did you guys see this one? Did you ever see that meme of the guy called Big Barry? Let's see if I can.
The big black dude.
Michael, they definitely got a plan.
Oh yeah, that guy. That guy is everywhere, bro. Did you see the one with Tua last night with his whole family, and then that Blackberry sitting in the one of the chairs next to him?
No. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, he's sitting in one of the chairs with Tua family.
Oh jeez. Oh yeah, Mike. Let me get you in here, man. I'm the only one that can hear you right now, but I'm gonna let me take myself off the screen. And I'll throw you on there.
I'm gonna go eat some dinner myself.
Okay, sounds good, Brett. Hey, thanks for coming on, man, and pop in again later.
Everybody, I'll check in later on. Okay.
Sounds good. See you, Brett.
All right, buddy. Love you, brother.
Okay. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, bro.
Okay, Mike, I'm bringing you in right now. All right, guys, this is Mike Doyle coming in.
What's up,
guys?
What's going on, man?
Cliff, how are you?
Hey, Michael, nice to meet you. It's weird. I've been following you guys on Twitter for a while now, so good to meet you.
What's up, man?
Sorry, I'm so annoying.
Did I freeze?
I'm only on Twitter for the inappropriate stuff and the unimportant stuff. So,
can you guys hear me or see me?
Yeah, you froze, Jordan.
Okay.
I see you, but you're frozen.
Okay, I'm gonna refresh my screen. I hope it doesn't crash the thing.
All right.
Okay, everything's still working?
He's got him.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So how'd you feel about that pick, Mike?
Which one are we talking about?
The one that just happened, the defensive tackle.
Bro, look at Sean McVay's house.
Yeah, the Dolphins.
Dude, I love going in the trenches, man. I think that's the smart decision for the Dolphins. I mean, we've been trying to get all that skill position talent for years, and it just hasn't been doing anything really. So
yeah,
it at least shows signs that the front office has some competency, which with the Dolphins that's all I'm hoping for.
Yeah. And you need to protect Tua, you know? You got to protect the investment.
You do,
if he's upright, man, he's a stud.
It's so weird. It's so hard to judge how he's going to do in the NFL. I think he's definitely got the ability to kill it, but I'm interested to see what happens.
So are they taking from here?
Gator.
Who?
The Rams took a gator.
Did they really?
Mine's a little behind here.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Van Jefferson.
Oh, get out of here, dude! I cannot stand Gator fans talking about Van Jefferson.
Was he the one in those videos doing those little wide receiver step practice deals that we were making fun of at the beginning of the season?
Probably.
I think he was.
Sounds about right.
My thing is, with a kid like that, is he a Gator or is he Ole Miss? He played 2 years one place, and what did he play 1 or 2 years here?
I think he played.
Did he transfer?
Yeah, he transferred from Ole Miss. He played 2 years there.
Dude, I just hate the Gators, man. I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
Every Gator that's drafted, man, I'm gonna get myself in trouble just talking crap on them.
I can't stand them.
Yeah.
Did he transfer because of the coaching situation?
I'm not sure why he did.
With the was it 4's that had all that terrible stuff going down?
Oh yeah, I don't
Hugh
know.
Freeze, yeah. Yeah, his film doesn't look that bad. Yeah, his film doesn't look bad at all.
I guess nobody who gets drafted, nobody's film is gonna look bad.
Yeah.
Oh, so I hate the Rams. They got a Seminole and a Gator, so they suck.
Yeah. Wonder if they'll take a hurricane to round out the state of Florida.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting a Kane in the second round, but I'm ready for someone to be drafted.
Who's our potentials right now?
I would say Garvin might be third or fourth round. Would be the highest, right, Marsh?
Garvin, yeah. And then this NFL draft guy we've had on the podcast a few times. He loves Jeff Thomas.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think with his character issues, I don't think he's going to go. I mean, he's going to be like a fifth or sixth round at best. I don't even know about fifth, maybe sixth or seventh.
Look at that fireplace, man. That is a jeez.
Dude, that desk is swallowing him right. Look at that chair.
I know. That's like a comically oversized office.
Hey, do you think he hunts?
Yeah, I bet, right? I think that moose is compensating for something.
That looks like my uncle's house in North Carolina. He has a moose, a couple deer. I mean, a fox up on his mantle. I'm like, oh my god,
that's cool.
Bro, freshman year he was 5'10", 180, and now he's 6'6", 311. Oh my god!
Holy moly!
Dude, he started eating, huh?
Bro, he was born 3 weeks early, and he was 11 pounds.
Jeez.
Oh.
Dude, I was a 10.5-pound baby.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, I was like 5.
Yeah, it was, man.
5 something.
Yeah.
Bro, that kid was 11 pounds. Holy cow.
Oh wait, here's Brad's back on. Hey Brad, I'm gonna add you in audio only. Is that cool? Okay. Give me just 1 sec. Oh wait, hold on.
Do the Dolphins have another pick this round?
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, they do, Marsh.
Yeah, they do. I'm pretty sure they do. Hey, Brad, put Little Man on for the next Cowboy pick.
Say that again.
Put Little Man on for the next Cowboy pick.
Oh, when is that? It's like 80, right?
Yeah.
80 something. 83, I think. Yeah.
I
don't know if he'll be up.
I like those orange jerseys for Boise.
Yeah, let me tell you, they got nice stuff, man.
Yeah. I've always liked Boise. Just I like the underdogs, you know.
All Utah fans hate Boise State.
Yeah.
Because whenever someone thinks about like BCS busters, they don't think about the Utes, they think about Boise State.
Hey,
because Boise State's a better program.
Shut up.
That's funny.
That Dolphin pick for Davis from Bama, that was a great pick.
Yeah. Let me tell you. What? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, man.
No, go.
No, you go ahead.
No,
so what do the Dolphins got next? They got 40 and then 70? Over?
Yeah, I think that is it 69, 70?
Brad, I'm throwing you on screen, bro.
I'll tell you right now. Yeah, you're on now, Brad.
Oh, I'm on?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, homie?
Say hi.
Look at those cheeks, bro. He's adorable.
Is today what rounds are today?
Second and third.
Second and third, Marsh.
Yeah.
So the Dolphins got, I guess we got from that trade yesterday, they're at 40 and then they got 70. And then I guess 136. I don't know.
Does anyone know how long Diggs is in Buffalo for? Well, I'm sure Jordan would know, right?
Yeah.
I remember looking at the contract. I think it's like 3 or 4 years.
I was gonna say, that could have been a chess move for Jerry Jones to possibly get Stephon Diggs to replace Amari Cooper.
Yeah, that's true.
Now you got the brother.
Dude, who was Buffalo's wide receiver one this year? Was it Brown?
Yeah, it was
Josh
John Brown, and then
Brown.
what was the kid from the slot guy from Dallas? Cole Beasley.
Beasley.
He got a lot of burn too.
Dude,
Hey,
John Brown was my boy on my fantasy team, man.
Yeah.
He had a great year, man.
He had a good year.
You know,
Let me
as
tell you.
much as I've always hated the Bills, they were really fun to watch this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
I was all about the Bills.
For sure.
So let's
They had a good
see.
year.
So yeah, Diggs just finished. He has 3 more years because he did a 5-year, $72 million deal, which is a hell of a lot better than a 5-year, $100 million deal for a worse player.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I beg to
Just
differ.
give you a hard time. Give me a hard time.
Cole Beasley had a good year. He had a good year last year.
Yeah. You know, I really love Beasley and Brown. They just didn't have anyone else besides that.
Well, who was their tight end? He was a beast. Who was that?
I can't think of his name. It was like Knox or something, or I don't know. They had a few random white dudes.
Didn't have Charles Barkley.
True random white.
Yeah, it was like. So I can't think of who their tight end was. I know that's considered like a need right now, though.
Dawson?
Well, there's a tight end here. What's his name? He played at Washington this past year.
Oh, I
he's
know
another.
who you're talking about.
He's an FSP kid too. He's good, bro, and he's a freak, dude.
Yeah,
he's a freak, and they said he's gonna go round 2, maybe 3, cool. But a lot of them had 2 second rounds. So,
dude, you know who I'm saying the Cowboys take in next year's first round?
Who?
Brevin Jordan.
Oh, I would do
Brevin Jordan.
Because who's our tight end right now? Jarwin?
Yeah. Blake Jarwin. And then
dude, in that Florida game when Brevin Jordan put the rings on, man, I was so lit for that.
Dude, Brevin Jordan and that whole offensive play calling the first drive of that game was just phenomenal. I mean, Brevin Jordan was
when he scored that touchdown, I was in the upper deck of that stadium and I was jumping and my wallet went flying, everything fell out of the wallet. I was like, oh shit! My credit card.
Dude, it was so hard leaving that stadium, like as far as trying to find a ride.
Oh my gosh!
I know
me and my dad.
So many people walked
all around that stupid stadium. I thought I was.
Is that stadium a dump?
It was like 100 degrees that day.
That stadium was the worst.
Dude, it was still August, right? It was the
yeah, dude, that was the
0.
longest tailgate. It was like 110 degrees.
What time did you start that day?
Right. I think we left
8 o'clock in the morning.
Nice. Yeah, that's a long day.
That's
one of those long days.
You might have to take the time out, pass out in the car for a little bit.
Yeah, we did. Well, and Friday night we didn't even get back from downtown Orlando till like 2 or 3.
Brad.
Correct.
And I didn't sleep that night because I was so excited.
Hey, Brad, look.
Oh, Western Sun. Yes. You put me on that, actually.
Yeah, stuff's good, bro. I haven't had vodka.
They let alcohol in that stadium in Orlando, right?
I don't know.
I think they sold alcohol.
They sold alcohol. Wait, no, I don't even think they sold alcohol.
Oh, okay.
The Jets got Mims.
Ravens trade pick to the Patriots.
No one here's a Jets fan, right?
No.
Dude, I can't believe Adam Gase is the head coach. It blows my mind.
I have no idea how that guy got a job. He bombed here, and then they gave him a job there.
Did you see that video of him like right before their preseason game last year, where he was sniffing bath salts or whatever?
Yeah.
And his eyes were like freaking, like he was on ecstasy.
Yeah,
dude, he was jacked.
Hey, this guy Mims is pretty nice.
He's good.
He's got some size on him.
bro, what receiver is he right now? Like 7 or 8 wide receiver. He's a damn good receiver for that deep on a list.
Repping South Florida with my shenanigans cup.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Is that place
You
with
think?
all the goofy shit on the walls?
Do you think? Do you think Lawrence
Yeah, he
Cager
has a
gets
bunch of stuff.
drafted?
Dude,
I don't
Cager
know.
might get drafted. He had a decent year at Georgia.
Yeah, when he got hurt again for them. But yeah, he should. I think he should probably get drafted, maybe 6th, 7th round.
Bro, if he had any hands, he could have gone. He could have left to the NFL after last year with Miami against Florida State. I think he caught 2 touchdowns, but he dropped like 5.
Yeah. What's his height?
See
With
what?
the height?
He's tall.
Yeah, no,
he's
like 6.
6'6".
Yeah, he's
6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
It's funny. I feel like he looked a lot goofier when he played at Miami than when he played. I don't know why that is.
Did.
You know who he reminds me of. I'll give you another guy. He came out of the historic #1 recruiting class. Tommy Streeter from Northwestern.
Yeah,
was another one that his height was there. He balled out of high school, and he just for some reason he didn't fit in until like his last year at Miami.
Man,
that's a lot of players for the Hurricanes.
Well, Bill Belichick, where he's set up, looks like it's like in a kitchen in the Bronx or something. Look at that guy's war room, bro.
Hey, I tell you what, Coach Cliff, definitely Kingsbury has a spot.
Oh boy, did you see?
Man,
his spot is sick, dude.
I could see Marsh having Tay over there.
Yeah, I just saw Belichick's little office setup now. It's hilarious with that table.
Hey, they just gave us an A pick for our pick for the Cowboys.
Wait, what?
They just gave our pick for Diggs an A.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
I'll take that.
What did they give Lamb? That must have been
an A. An A or an A plus.
Love
I
it.
forget what it was. Is an A or an A plus, one of the two.
I think he's gonna be good.
Hey, Michael. So I'm seeing a tweet right here from Barry Jackson. Dolphins were interested in Dobbins at 56, but the Ravens took him a pick early. So he was going to be the guy, though.
Nice.
They need to take Zach Moss.
Bro, hey.
I think they. You know what? I think they grabbed DJ in like the 4th or 5th round.
Okay, Josh Usher.
Well, what was wasn't Ryan on? Ryan was on here earlier, and he was saying how he heard recently that DJ may go undrafted.
Yeah, that was a shocker to me, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't,
bro.
I don't think that happened.
You take a flyer on that kid in 6th or 7th round just because he's a leader and how hard he works and everything. I would take that kid.
I heard Atlanta was looking at him.
That'd be cool. He'd go back home and play for his team.
Yeah.
This kid
Cliff
never
Kingsbury
started.
Looks like he just got back. Cliff Kingsbury looks like he just got back from a fraternity party.
Hey, bro, tell me that guy's house the other day looked like he was on Entourage, right?
Yeah, dude. Kingsbury looks, bro. Cliff Kingsbury looks.
Oh,
like
I was at that game.
Him and I could be best friends at like a fraternity or something like that.
Hey, did you see McVay's house? The Rams coach, Sean McVay. His house
looks pretty good too.
His house is sick too, man.
At LA.
I guess those West Coast boys aren't messing around, man.
Hey, my brother-in-law called me right before I got on here. He's like, they got a safety from Loyola Ryan. Are you kidding me? I was like, bro, if he's from that small school like that and he got picked by the Patriots, believe me, I bet he's going to be good.
Yeah.
Look at Bill Belichick.
So I don't know if the season's gonna happen or not, but I'm actually repping some UAB swag right here.
Oh, there you go. That's a sweet.
That's actually my alma mater, but it's pretty funny that the Canes are gonna be playing them.
Yeah, that is.
Oh yeah, that's good. They had a good last year, bro. Right?
Yeah, we didn't have any. Since we got rid of the team for a year. They allowed us to have like unlimited scholarships. So that really got us pulled back up. We'll finally get like our own stadium coming soon.
Oh, that's
awesome. Bro, that's so good for a college dude.
Yeah.
It's so much better when they have you have a football team.
Dude, we still play at Legion Field, which is historical, but man, that place is about to fall down. It's from like 1915.
It's like Fenway Park.
Yeah, only they don't care
Fenway
about
Park's
keeping
old
it
shit.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were thinking about going down for that game, but I don't know
Hopefully
what's
we
going
like I
down
said,
this
we just have
fall.
football, dude. We just have to have football,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, as long as it happens, I don't care.
Yeah. They were saying about Paul Feinbaum was saying something about that he doesn't think NFL might be able to get away with no fans, but he said college sports wouldn't be able to make it if there was no fans. I don't know if that's from the ticket sales
What's
and
the ticket sales?
I would think so. I mean, maybe ticket sales, the parking, the food, liquor, all that stuff. So,
Man,
I mean, not all of them.
I didn't realize that they drove that much. I didn't realize they drove that much, like that they relied on that ticket sale revenue that much. But I guess they do if they're always trying to drive those season ticket packages.
Yeah, they're always driving the prices up too.
I wonder what big time schools will be in trouble the most from lack of revenue.
Oh, I'm pretty much all of them will be hurting bad.
Wait. Did you go to UAB?
I did.
Are you from Alabama?
I'm originally from Brooklyn, and we moved down here when I was like 3. So I live in Birmingham.
Okay, I used to live in the Dothan area.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some posts. It looked like your dad travel around.
Well, yeah, he just took a new job, and it's headquartered in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
And so my family's moving down there, and yeah, he's all over the South right now.
Oh wow, Mississippi. That's
yeah.
That's tough.
That's the deep South.
Yeah.
That is the deep South.
What?
Yeah, they moved from Miami, then to Salt Lake, and then to Mississippi. We're just going down and
Well, they do have gambling over there, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, it's not a good thing, but yeah.
Mars, who lives in the house over here in Hollywood?
We just rent it out for the most part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I love that house, man. We spend a lot of time there.
Yeah. That's the house you grew up in?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's like 2 minutes from Hollywood Beach and.
Oh, it's got Fulton. Fulton went to the Titans. Nice.
Hey, yeah. Yesterday, Mike Brable, bro, that was funny as hell what he did.
Oh my God, I was.
Was that his son that was on the can, or
I don't know who. He was saying that it was just somebody sitting there and acting like I don't know if he was just covering up, but dude, there was a dude. He had a Vrabel Pro Bowl jersey on.
Yeah, Vrabel, he's awesome.
Dude, the Titans were a lot of fun this year, or last year.
Yeah, they were. Let me tell you, I feel like every kid taken is either like SEC or like Big Ten.
Or Utah State.
Another sad story.
Or you?
Yeah, anyone who's got bags of money, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's always the.
You see now? Oh wow, he was a number 3 cornerback recruit.
So what's LSU's count right now for this draft?
They're up there, man.
I don't know.
They're up there. I know they were projected to get like 14 guys drafted.
Oh man.
But somebody was on Twitter that I saw. He made a great tweet. He's like, "Oh yeah, the LSU Tigers last year are the best team ever. They had 3 guys in the first round." Remember they were saying, "Oh, they're better than a Miami 01 team," and yeah.
Dude, I've got a friend who's a sports writer and he's a diehard LSU fan, and it is tough dealing with him.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I think Marsh dipped.
The Packers.
Marsh left.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Dude, I'll
The
tell you
Packers
what.
are going to pick Jacob Eason.
Oh,
They're
that'd be
loaded
funny, man.
backs.
I loved
Bro,
that trade last night with the Packers and the Dolphins, man. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, unless you're going to trade Aaron Rodgers, I don't know why you even make that pick. It makes no sense.
Apparently, Aaron Rodgers isn't he learned something from Favre, and he's not the best mentor. Apparently.
Yeah, no, Aaron Rodgers is a big douche, let me tell you.
Yeah.
He doesn't like anybody, bro.
Hey man, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes out and has an MVP type year though.
I know it's just gonna motivate him, dude.
Bro, that guy's awesome, dude. He's one of the most gifted if not, he might be the most gifted quarterback ever. He's accurate. He's got a bazooka.
Hey, he's making. Don't get me wrong. Devontae Adams is a good receiver, but he's making Devontae Adams on a whole nother extreme.
Oh,
well, you know what? Every one of their receivers was injured last year, so and it seemed like they had a down year, but they still. I mean, they made the playoffs, right? Yeah. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, they were one game away from the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. So they did make it to the NFC.
Packers. Yeah.
It's funny. This stuff happens, and like a month later, I forget it all.
Yeah, no, it all runs together. Well, me and Brad are Cowboys fans, so pretty much every year it's 8-8, so it's like Groundhog Day.
The Packers get AJ Dillon too. Oof. That's nice.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, man. That's a really good pick.
I like that kid. I like that kid. 3-time first team All ACC. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm delayed on this.
That guy is huge.
Bro,
41-inch vert. Woo.
Okay.
4.53.
He runs pretty high though.
Yeah, he does.
Dude, that what do they call it? The bandana game,
bro,
against Boston College.
Yeah. Yep.
That is the most. That's the most frustrating game to watch ever, man. Because you can't hate on it.
Yeah. Bro, I didn't realize he was almost 250, 247 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Holy shnikes. Let me tell you, Boston College is always a tough team to play, man.
Yep.
They're disciplined. They got tough guys. They're another school that, like Iowa and Wisconsin, gets a bunch of 3-star kids, and they're good, man.
Yeah, they want to play, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of the recruiting, what's up with North Carolina, bro? They got like 11 4-star players already in this class.
Are they at number 2?
Yeah, they're number 2 or 3 in the nation right now.
Mac Brown.
Bro, all those every kid that's committed is from North Carolina for one. Yeah,
all right,
from like
hey
South
Mike,
Carolina or something.
Mike, we got our next guest coming up, so I'm gonna send you up. All right,
guys.
Hey, thank you so much.
Good,
we
buddy.
appreciate you, bro.
All right, man.
Thanks,
have a good one.
Later.
Later, brother.
All right, Zach, we're bringing you on, Zach. This is
we got Zach.
Yeah.
Zach, what's up, man?
What's up, bro? Oh, I love it.
How you doing, Zach?
Yeah, baby.
What up?
How you doing, man? How's your night going?
Good, you?
Not too bad, brother.
What's going on, Zach?
You got 2 good picks so far, brother.
How about you?
Dude,
good,
we're doing good.
Man.
Hey, tell us about your pod, man. How's the podcast going? Miami Lifestyle Pod.
Man, it's going good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good, man. Tell us more.
We've gotten on some good recruits. And we've had
kids coming on
a few others. They're looking to get offers, but they haven't gotten offers yet.
Okay, cool. I got to check it out. For sure, I got to check it out.
What'd you think about our picks, Zach?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Tell how's things going with the rest of y'all?
Dude, good. Just chilling, you know. Just watching the draft, I guess. So,
Have your Bills been doing?
Yeah.
dude, I like it. They picked one guy so far. They got an edge rusher from Iowa. So that was a big need. I'm a big fan.
The Cowboys got to get Zach Moss.
Yeah, you're a big Utes fan too, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm a Canes fan, bro.
All right, I feel you. But you don't live too far from Utah, though, right? The campus there, University of Utah.
Yeah, I live like 2 minutes.
Cool. That's
Wow,
awesome.
you're right there.
Yeah.
It's March at Dworzy.
So Marsh had to dip a little early.
Yeah.
Who else is on?
So we got. Can you see? We got Brad beneath me, and then we got Cliff to the right of me.
I got the Cowboys hat on. We're rolling.
Oh, hold on. I think he's having some technical.
Oh, there we
God,
go.
This guy has a bunch of stuff.
Can you see
What
us
up,
a little
Brad?
better?
Yeah, what up, Brad?
What up, man?
What's going on?
You doing all right?
Yeah.
So
I like that hat,
yeah,
man.
the hat's
That hat's
sick.
awesome.
What'd you think about our picks?
Man, they're killers. We're gonna kill it.
I like it.
Yeah, we got two. Let me tell you, two studs. I'll be real happy. Sleep perfect if we get another stud in this next pick.
We
I'll
need
be happy
DJ.
to go.
Yeah, I agree. I
DJ.
agree.
Oh, that'd be nice. He's the best. That Zach Moss guy is still there. He's pretty good. Let me tell you.
Hey man, I wouldn't mind Shaq Quarterman or John Garvin.
Man,
John Garvin wouldn't be a bad pick for us. We need defensive ends.
I'll take Garvin.
How's this tight end from Dayton? Adam Troutman, whatever. I never even heard of him.
I don't know.
Kansas City Chiefs. Well, they just get another playmaker last LSU running back.
who else did they get?
Crazy. Last night they got the LSU running back, the Chiefs. Now they just got Willie Gay Jr., the inside linebacker from Mississippi State. Suspended 8 games by NCAA for academic violation. Wow. Let me tell you, Mississippi State always gets some guys drafted pretty decent.
Yeah, they're pretty physical.
Yeah, they are. You know what's funny, Brad, is I was speaking of, since he lives by Utah, and Marsh is always saying Utah. We're the U, but then Utah fans call them themselves the U.
Yeah.
And now Minnesota now it says the U there, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Everyone's just throwing the U around.
I know, man, dude. I took a lot of abuse for that because my favorite Canes shirt when I was in high school said "the real you" on it, right? And
Yeah.
I would intentionally wear that to piss off Utes fans because it'd make them all mad. But
Yeah, it was, man, that doesn't even make sense to me.
oh, I know, man.
But Minnesota fans say the same thing, the U, and I'm like,
yeah.
And the Minnesota people are so nice. They don't, they're like, oh, I know it's ridiculous. And they'll say that to you.
Yeah. No, dude, Utes fans are convinced that they are the real you, man.
Yeah,
I agree.
They win the Sugar Bowl once, and then they think they're important.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. The Edwards hair kid.
So Zach, dude, what's going on, man? You still working at the ice cream store in town?
Yeah, dude, I'm not working right now.
Oh yeah, they furlough you or whatever it's called, tell you not to come in for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Cool. I got you, bro. I got you.
Hopefully this stuff will end soon, and then you can go back.
Yeah, man.
Get back to work, making some money.
I'm making money even though I'm not working.
Yeah.
Look at you.
How's that? How do you make that happen? I need some of that, man.
I guess I just got lucky.
All right. Cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
I need some of that. I need that. Sit down and watch Netflix and watch the draft, and then I could get paid.
Yeah, man.
Jordan needs to take that hat off.
ain't gonna happen, my dude. Ain't gonna happen.
This is only Canes and Cowboys, right?
Yep. I'm
what?
with you.
What is it? Just two teams that have been horrible for 20 years.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, yeah, for
I guess the Bills fit too.
no, at least last year you had a good year.
Yeah.
The Cowboys. Well, I guess 2 years ago we were all right, but
Yeah.
nah, we suck.
We were pretty good 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I felt that one coming though when the Cowboys went 13-3. I actually put some money on them losing in their first playoff game. I didn't see it that year, like
yeah. We got lucky in a couple games.
Yeah.
But that's part of it too. To always get lucky and to stay injury free and
yeah. And I mean that's how I felt about Buffalo this year. I mean they won. Did they go 10-6 or 11-5? I can't remember. But I mean I knew that their schedule gave them like 3 games that they probably wouldn't have won most years.
Yeah.
That was like Miami in 2017.
Yeah, exactly. So
that season was so fun until it wasn't at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
The downfall.
The luck ran out, man.
Yeah, fucking pit game, and then oh god.
Yeah. All right, Zach. Before we send us off, dude, just tell us what's up. I mean, you got any last thoughts, questions?
No. This was chill.
All right, cool, man. Well, thanks for coming on. All right.
All right.
Well, have a good one, buddy.
Later, brother. Go Cowboys.
All right. Hey, Blake, if you're watching, jump on.
And I think I'm gonna call it a night, fellas.
Okay, sounds good, bro.
Cliff.
All right, brother. Later, bro.
All right, bro. I'll text you later, man.
For sure, bro. Later, man.
All right, Jordan.
See you, bro.
Yes, sir.
What pick are we on? 64?
Yeah, man. And then if there's anyone else out there that's watching that wants to jump on, just DM me. Marsh and Brad dipped, so I think we're going to end early. I'm not sure if we're going to do this tomorrow. So just, DM me if you want to get on before we shut this thing down. But it's been a good time. Cliff, how's the family doing, bro?
Good, man. Good. We're hanging in there. I mean, it stinks being stuck in the side just like everybody else, but you got to do what you got to do for now. Hopefully this stuff is over sometime soon.
Dude, at least you got good weather down there, man. So you can go for a walk in the park or something. And
and we go in the pool and stuff. But I mean, you can only do that stuff for so much until you're kind of done with that, even.
Yeah.
So how are you guys?
Like,
everyone's good over there?
Yeah, we're good. We got like another month and a half till it's warm enough here to have the pool open, man. It's still like high 50s, low 60s every day.
Yeah, but it's not, you can't go in the pool, but that's nice. I wouldn't mind that.
It's not bad.
What, go ahead.
I was just saying, if it's windy, because there's no humidity here, so if it's windy, it's a little chilly. But other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, the wind chill always kills you. But under 50, I hate. But anything over 50, 50, 55, that's perfect. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I was hoping, man, somebody would throw. I mean, a cane would come here sooner or later, man.
Yeah.
It's just next year, bro. Next year we should have 2 guys in the first round, probably.
Yeah, I'm hoping, and I think we have potential for more. I mean, who knows? I could see like Blades having a huge year and go day 2.
Yeah.
If he left early. Bubba Bolden's in that same boat.
Bubba could definitely could go. Pretty. Yeah. I mean, that kid was killing it before he got hurt, dude.
Yeah, he's really talented. Blake, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up, man? How you guys doing, bro?
What's up?
Hey, so you're sideways on our feed. Can you turn your phone?
See. Does that work out better?
That works, man.
Let me switch it. There we go. Sorry about that. How you guys doing?
Dude, it's all good.
Man. What's up, buddy?
Good, man. Good to see you guys again.
You too, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So, did you message Brett and get your $10 off from Caneswear?
I didn't message him, but I will probably today or tomorrow for sure.
Yeah,
cool.
Gotta get stuff for the season, dude. That's for sure.
Yeah,
he wanted me to remind everyone. So
I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, man, it was just good chatting with you guys yesterday. Dude. I was
had a few too many drinks, so I came in guns blazing, baby. I saw a tweet Marsh put out. He was like, 2 is too short, dude. I was like, bro, stop hating.
Yeah.
But it's all love. It's all love, man.
Tua is gonna be fine, dude.
I
As
think
long as he
he'll be
stays
good.
healthy, he's gonna be good, dude.
Yeah.
I've always liked Tua. I really have.
You know why I like him is he's accurate, bro. If you're accurate, you're fine. His arm is strong enough. I mean, it's not the best arm, but it's strong enough, and he's accurate.
That's like when we had Chad Pennington back when we ran the Wildcat, man. He couldn't throw it far, but dude was so accurate.
Yeah, but he's hitting everybody where the ball needs to be, and he doesn't make any mistakes. That's, if you have that, bro, you're cutting it down. That's I think he's gonna be fine, dude.
Yeah, but man, I love listening to you guys' podcast, dude. That's too good.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Of course, bro. Yeah. I live in Atlanta, so there's not too many Canes fans up here,
Well, you got Michael's up there. What's his name?
Yep. Yeah. I think I've seen him on Twitter a few times.
Yeah, he's cool. That dude's a diehard Kane fan too.
Oh
man.
yeah. We've got a nice group up here. We'll watch the games together with and stuff like that.
Nice,
especially
man.
like the Florida game we all
That's
watched
cool.
together, and it's a good time for sure. But
cool, man.
I'm hoping this year, dude, we turn it around for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm in Utah like March, and I've never really had any Miami fans that I've been homies with, so it's been cool being able to interact with people on Twitter.
No, for sure, dude. That's where I get all my information, dude. Especially recruiting and all that stuff, man. That's where I get it.
I think the only time I've go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I feel bad for you, Jordan, too, because you were gonna come down here for the first time and all this stuff happened.
Yeah, man.
Spring game and all that. That sucks, man. I was like, man, dude was so
worst.
Down and have a blast.
The worst timing ever for it to all happen.
Yeah, it's all good though. I mean, so I think the only time I've ever watched a Miami game with other Canes fans, I was in Disney World one time for it was the 2014 game, Miami versus FSU when we wore the smoke jerseys. It was that Clive Walford game where he caught that 60-yarder up the middle. So I watched that at ESPN Zone in Epcot. But yeah, man, that's how
that's pretty much Gator territory.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that's how deprived I've been.
Territory.
Yeah, before I moved to Atlanta, I lived in Orlando for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So I was going to like a community college near UCF.
Okay.
So it was all UCF fans, Florida State fans, everyone but Miami. So
yeah, man. It was so that night Florida was playing Tennessee as well. So the restaurant was packed, and it was there's a decent amount of Miami fans, but it was mostly Florida State and UF fans.
Yeah.
And man, I grew to hate FSU and UF fans even more than I thought I did. So.
Oh yeah,
for sure, man. I hate FSU more than anyone.
Yeah.
I hate Florida more than FSU even.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, just because Florida State. Florida always dodges us.
Yeah.
They never really want to play us.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
They're like, oh, it's a lose for us. If we win, we're supposed to win. If we lost, it hurts us. In the rankings for the bowls or whatever. But they're a bunch of pansies, dude. Florida and the fans are the worst.
Oh, for sure, they're delusional.
Yeah,
even more than FSU fans.
Bro, I agree
for sure.
Oh, but I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I have not one Florida fan, not one.
Yeah,
I'm dead serious. Nobody. I have like 3 or 4 FSU friends that are FSU fans that are my buddies, but other than that, no Florida, none, not one.
Yep. No, I hear you. Yeah, I grew up kind of north of West Palm Beach, so we had a mixture of everyone from Florida fans. Where? Just north of West Palm, kind of north of Jupiter, like Stewart.
Yeah, I grew up in Jupiter.
Yeah, I grew up in Stewart my whole life.
You went to South Fork High School?
Martin County.
Yeah,
small world. That's cool.
Yeah, I went to Jupiter, but I graduated a long time ago, bro. 1995.
Where'd you go, Dwyer?
No, I went to Jupiter.
Oh, okay, got you.
I went to Jupiter High. Yeah, I was a Warrior.
Okay.
They the first year that I was in high school, because we all went to Jupiter Middle. Jupiter Farms kids, and then regular Jupiter kids.
Yeah.
And they built Dwyer my freshman year. So half of the kids that were supposed to go to Jupiter with me, they went to Dwyer, and then the other half we stayed going to Jupiter. But that's our rivalry. Those games are, crazy.
Yeah, that's like you were saying South Fork, like us in South Fork. Like,
that's your rival.
Yeah. Yep. So, but yeah, man.
Yeah, we won the district. We won the district championship my junior year again, and it was at Fort Pierce Central.
Oh yeah, that's where Khalil Mack was out.
Yep, Khalil Mack went. Yep.
Yeah, I have a couple buddies that went there too, man.
Yeah, my cousin went to Port St. Lucie High School.
Oh, okay, I got you. Jordan, I know you grew up in Utah. How'd you become a Hurricane fan?
Yeah, so so my dad didn't like college football, right? Like we talked NFL and stuff, but for college I was kind of on my own. Like I didn't even know that college was a thing, really.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me add Manny into our chat. Until the 2001 national championship, or no, it was the 2002 national championship.
What's up, bro?
I was watching.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Manny?
What's up, guys?
So I was watching, and I was obsessed with the color orange. I guess I know that kind of sounds stupid, but I was a young kid, and just loved them ever since, man. So
right on,
yeah.
Dude.
That's cool.
Right on.
Yeah, and it was mostly watching Willis McGahee. Like watching him, I was just like, I love that dude. I gotta follow him.
Man, I wish I was old enough to see him in his college days, man. I've only been a fan since 2008, so I'm just used to not good days, man. So I'm hoping we change it around. I think we will this year.
You're used to misery then.
Every single year, especially when we're on that losing streak to Florida State. Yeah. That's the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
It was probably 2006 that I really started to get into stuff. So
yeah, I got you.
Yeah. But
dude,
Manny,
Jordan,
we need some Canes to be drafted already, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't lying. No, we were just saying that, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Even one.
Yeah.
We just took some linebacker from Wyoming.
Yeah.
I was like, we could have took Shaq right there.
Yeah. I don't understand why Shaq doesn't have a higher grade, especially in today's league where you need faster linebackers and things like that.
Yeah. The Lions. The Lions took a linebacker from Notre Dame right now. Is my feed earlier than your guys's?
You're good.
Probably.
No, for the draft, I mean.
Yeah, I haven't seen the pick yet.
Yeah.
It's all good. No worries, though.
I haven't seen.
No, I don't want to spoil it.
And I was probably the fastest one before you got
cool.
Yeah. Cliff, what were you saying, brother?
No, I was going to tell you that when Connor was in elementary school in Weston, one of his classmates at the school was Willis McGahee's son. So I used to see.
That's cool.
I used to see Willis every single day after school, picking his son up, and I was picking up mine. That dude is so awesome, bro. He is so cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I believe it, man.
Actually, like I don't know if it wasn't last year. I think it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we saw him at a tailgate. He kind of was like 2 or 3 cars up from us on the other side, and I was like, "Oh shit, Willis!" So I went over there and I was like, "What's up, bro?" He's like, "Yeah, man, what's up?" Like just like I saw him every day, you know.
Yeah.
Connor graduating high school this year.
That's cool, man.
So that was like, I mean, Connor was what, 8, 9 years old? That was shit. That was like, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
He's like, he still remembers, hey, what's up? What's up? I was like, bro, let's take a picture. He's like, they were like the Eagles or something. I think they were, their mascot at the elementary school. So I was like, go. I was like, go Eagles. He's like, yeah, Eagles, baby. That's big. And he used to have a big, like F-250 truck.
Yeah.
Jacked up with rims and tires on it, and he was playing for the either was still playing for the Broncos or just was done with them, and he had the Broncos logo, a white logo on the Broncos on the back of the truck.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Hey, sweet. Yeah, he's a cool dude, bro. Let me tell you, really nice guy.
Yeah. Sorry, boys, I had to get the charger.
It's all right. All right, bro. Yeah, man.
And another guy that was at that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Well,
I was just going to say, like, I wish that he didn't have injuries and stuff. Tearing up his knee in college, and then he had that. What was that injury that happened in the playoff game when he's in Baltimore against the Steelers? Got hit helmet to helmet. Something happened, but he got, like, knocked out or something. I remember that game. Had to get stretchered off the field.
Yeah.
But
I think I think his helmet broke in a half or something that game.
yeah,
too,
it's
when he got
crazy,
hit.
man. That was scary. I was actually
talking
at
about
a
Willis?
yeah. I was at a casino in Las Vegas watching that game. Actually, I remember it. And
He was good for the Ravens those couple
yeah.
years. Yeah.
He was a baller, man.
Let me tell you. And remember, coming off those nasty injuries, and he was still good. I've never seen this many safeties in the first two. Well, it's the third round now, but first 2 or 3 picks. Bro, there's been like 8 or 9 safeties picked. No joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude. So we had Ryan Roberts on to start the pod or the show, and he said that before the draft, his prediction was that 0 safeties in the first round and then 7 in the second round. And he freaking nailed it, man. That's an incredible prediction.
It's 7 or 8 right now. This is amazing.
Round 2 is they're deep, man.
It's round. What is this? The second pick
the
in
third
the third
round now. Yeah.
That's why I was hoping the Dolphins were going to get one of them in the first, man. But
yeah, man.
That's all good.
You think they drafted good so far? With all those picks they've had?
The corner I wasn't so sure on, just because I didn't think I'd rather had a safety than a corner, you know. But just because of need, like we just got Byron Jones, we have Xavier Howard and Bobby McCain. He can play corner too, but I wish we got a safety. But other than that, I mean, yeah, we got to protect whoever we get running back wise. And the first guy we got out of Louisiana, I didn't know who he was, but they rolled the tape, man. He looked like Michael Lord.
Bro, he's a mauler.
I was like, this dude's a beast.
Bro, hey, that one block, he knocked down 3 dudes,
yeah,
bro. That one block, go back and watch that one block.
For it.
He hit this guy so hard, he bowling pinned 2 of his teammates.
I was like, dude, I don't know who you are, but welcome to the Dolphins, baby.
Yeah,
they got 2 good offensive line. They got a quarterback. They got 2 good offensive linemen.
Yeah.
I don't know about the corner either.
No,
but hey, Jordan, you know who's his agent? That cornerback from Auburn that got picked by Miami?
Who?
That's Peter Reese's guy.
Oh, yeah. Do you know Peter?
Yeah, I know Peter.
Okay, I got you. I know Pete has a lot of fans and a lot of people that aren't fans, and
yeah, they're 50-50 with Pete.
Yeah, so I don't know him well enough to have like a personal opinion. Well, I don't know him at all, but I don't know enough about him to have like an educated opinion. I've just heard. I guess I've heard more bad things than good, so that's kind of shaped my opinion. But
yeah,
I mean, maybe you know more about him than I do.
I used to go. I mean, he used to be at Canesware when I used to go and stuff like that, and he was always cool, real cool with me. So I don't have any problem. But I know with Pete. It's always 50-50, and he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind stirring the pot. He'll throw stuff on Twitter just to get a rise out of people.
Reaction,
yeah. He don't give it. He don't care. He's laughing. Yeah, he's laughing about it.
I had a lot of respect for him and followed him, while he was a student and was doing his stuff at Canes and Sight.
Yeah.
But then once he decided to do first round management and then, convinced some of our dudes to leave early, at least that's the word on the street, then then I think a lot of people flipped on him.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, they did for sure.
Yeah.
But you got to remember too, these guys got to be smart enough that the defensive tackles and stuff that left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that not going to be a first 3 or 4 round pick. Why are you going to leave it? So you could be a 6th or 7th round pick. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't even make the teams. Or go undrafted.
I was shocked, guys. Like, Jeff Thomas. I don't know. I didn't feel. I'm okay with him leaving just because I just feel like he was part of the problem with the culture, and maybe that I don't know enough. But
you're absolutely right.
100%. Partying before the night FIU game.
That's when I lost every ounce of
respect. The worst loss ever.
I wish Jaron Williams all the best and all those guys. Like, I wish them the best, but like, you do not need to be a part of this program.
He still hasn't gone anywhere else.
No.
Dude, I'm not sure he will. I bet he's gonna be on like Last Chance U next year.
Yeah, he'll be on a JUCO.
JUCO?
Yeah. We're gonna watch him on Netflix.
Yeah. I know, right?
Well, Jordan, we're trying to go after a guy that was on Last Chance U, right, at Miami.
Really, who is it?
You know the tight end he's from the state of Washington. He's an FSP kid too, for my nephew 7-on-7 team. But he was at Last Chance U, and then now he's bro. That guy's got like 30-something offers now though, and I know Miami's in on him hard.
Cool. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope we do get him. I mean,
he's good.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about our tight end spot after Brevin goes. I mean, I like Larry Hodges, and I've heard good things about Mammarelli, but it's kind of a question mark, you know.
Yeah, I like Will Mallory a lot.
I like Will Mallory a lot. I think this year he could burst out. I just don't think he was the first 2 years. I didn't
haven't
think he
used
was
our
right.
tight ends enough in the offense.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, I think that'll change with Lashley, though.
Yeah, thank God.
and Dominic, you said Marelli.
Yeah.
Dominic,
Big Dom. Yeah.
He's from Cooper City, here where I live.
Okay.
He went to middle school with Connor.
Cool, nice. Man.
He's a good kid, bro.
Is he a pretty good player?
Yeah, he's a great athlete, dude. He played basketball in middle school with Connor. He's a big kid. He's athletic. He went to school over in Naples, and his school threw the ball 5 times a game. So
I know we're recruiting a lot of kids that play basketball, football lately.
Yeah, for sure. But he's an excellent blocker. He's a tough kid. He's a hard worker. He's a good kid too. So, I mean, they say that he has all the tools that he could catch the ball and everything like that. Just they never threw.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the biggest thing. Like with this team, man, it's all about character. I think it's cool, especially with Ed Reed. I mean, it's crazy that he's on the staff, but I think his role is going to be awesome. And just if we can just get rid of that mindset like them kids had last year, because that is not. I was beyond because so I was watching the FIU game with my brother-in-law, and he goes to FIU, and I was like, man, we're gonna beat the shit out you guys, like we're gonna kill you. And I'm watching this game, and I'm like, there is no way, man. And then the reports come out, they're all partying the night before.
Yeah, bro, it's
that lost to the team in Stillwater.
That shit's sad, bro.
That was rough, man.
After that report came out, I just wanted them to leave the whole team behind. Like, I was just like, let's just burn it down and start over, man.
I'm with you, Jordan. I don't, for sure.
Yep.
If you're going out and partying before you play FIU is essentially a D2 school, you know.
Yeah.
And then
college school, bro.
Yeah, dude, you lose to them.
You lost to a community college school.
I know.
Stillwater.
Yeah.
Bro,
I know, man.
I was hanging out with some of the Canes fam at the Budweiser bar, and all of a sudden I looked up, and we were like, dude, I was like, what the hell? Are you serious? I thought our fans were cheering. I was like, what the hell? I didn't even wasn't paying attention because I was like, we'll win this game. I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah. And so after that game, I was just like, I don't care if any of these kids stay. Like, the whole junior class could leave early. I don't care, man.
Yep.
I mean, I love DJ. I was kind of sad when DJ left because I mean, we all know that DJ wasn't part of the problem, right?
No, definitely
not a shot.
He is what Miami is.
I like him too.
Yeah, I like him.
But
we just need more kids like DJ.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's all about coaching the kids up because we got plenty of good players.
Right.
Just it's the whole culture, and I've learned that more and more, Jordan. Now with Steven at Minnesota and the culture that PJ Fleck and them have.
Oh, he's awesome.
Bro, my nephew just committed there, so.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Congrats, that's awesome.
I know they're recruiting well, Minnesota.
Well, we've gotten 6 kids since Steven committed, so.
It's cool, man.
We didn't offer
Kentucky over, so.
Yeah.
We didn't offer him. Believe me, we all tried. He was the first high school recruit ever on 4's Up podcast.
Yeah. Dude, I was trying hard.
We all did our best, believe me.
I was trying hard to almost just like force Rump's hand, you know, like make everyone want him so bad that Rump would feel like he's gonna get fired if he didn't offer him, and he still didn't, bro.
No, yeah, but you know what? When he called him, he said, "Oh, we're gonna talk. We'll talk every week. I'll call you." And that was the last phone call ever.
Wow.
So,
dude. I get why people.
I have all those guys' numbers. and how many times I'm out there here like drinking at the bar and watching my TVs and whatever, and you know how many times I wanted to call those guys or text them? Oh my God. And just be like, what the F are you guys doing, bro? This guy wants to be a Cane. My nephew's a 4-star kid. It's not like he's a bum.
Oh, that's
and
your
if
nephew.
if I hear that
Oh wow.
if I hear that he's like
Oh,
5'10" one more time and that's why we didn't offer him, I'm gonna freak out, dude.
Yeah,
Because
he's a legit 5'11".
Yeah.
5'11". He's a 5'11", 172. He just weighed in the other day.
Plays like he's 6'2". I watched his tape. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that, man.
Bro, he hits like a truck, dude.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, dude, being a 6-foot corner, that's dog crap. I don't care. Like, I'm not taking that excuse. I don't really like blasting coaches like this live on social media. But dude, I'm still pissed. Like, I just don't care. You can tell me that it's not 6 feet. I don't care. There is no chance
I
in
agree.
hell that we get 4 corners better than Steven in this class.
I appreciate
and
that.
we need 4 corners.
agree.
Dude, and it's one thing if we got like 2 5-star guys committed and they were like, oh man, we were only gonna take 1 or 2 more, and we got another highly rated kid rated about the same as Steven that fits our scheme a little better.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing. But the fact that we've been going after these guys, like, I mean, dude, Rump doesn't ever get commits early in the cycle. He always waits until the very last moment when someone gets dropped.
Signing day, he gets a flip.
Yeah, well, he gets whoever LSU and Alabama decides doesn't fit in their class. It pisses me off, man.
Yeah.
It's like we got a highly rated kid that wants to be a Cane. He's obviously got a good work ethic. I mean, you guys are disrespecting him, and he's still wearing Miami clothes to high school and stuff out in Arizona.
Yeah.
So are we in agreement that the star system, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, the star system doesn't mean anything, but still, I mean, most of the time, it's not the most. Believe me, I'm so far in the recruiting stuff because of my nephew right now that I see, like, Minnesota has a white kid from Texas. His name is Brady Boyd. He's a 3-star. He's 6'1", 175, 180. He was at the Rivals camp. He ran the 40. He ran a 4.4 laser 40. This is laser white boy, bad as hell. Committed to Minnesota. He committed to Minnesota like 6 days before my nephew. So I watch all the kids' tape. Bro, this kid is like really, really good, and he's like a 3-star, and he's like the 100th best wide receiver in the nation. I'm like, there's no way that he's the 100th best wide receiver in the nation. No, there's no way.
No.
Yeah. I actually did.
Great hands.
I did some digging into that, kind of like a research project to see how the star system matches up against the NFL draft. And I didn't put a ton of time into it. It's maybe 10 hours, but the place that it did match up the best was quarterbacks. So quarterbacks is fairly reliable. That the kids coming out of high school that are the highest are generally speaking the ones that are drafted the highest. It doesn't mean that they have the best careers in the NFL, but in terms of where they're drafted, it's generally 5-star kids that go high in the NFL draft. But other than that, like, no correlation pretty much.
Right.
Wow.
So I think when it comes to QBs, we've gotten pretty good at identifying them and throwing the 5-star label on them. But
especially for college.
Dude,
for college for sure. And NFL is just so hard. But I think I was reading an article on that one time, and the most players in the NFL from the star rankings are the 3-star kids. But then again, there's more 3-star kids than any other. I think there's like between 20 to 35 5-star. There's like 20 to 35 star kids. That's it.
Yeah.
So they're going to be low on them.
Well, and
so the 3-stars have a lot. But
when was the last time that we got a 5-star kid that played like it?
That's been a minute, man.
Yeah,
been a
while.
minute.
Yeah.
It's probably DJ Williams, honestly.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, so Tracy Howard was a 5-star.
I was so hyped when he committed, man. I remember watching that live.
Yeah, Tracy.
I was at Al Golden, right, at the time.
Yeah.
Randy Shannon. Yeah.
Coach Golden.
Oh. Yeah. So and then Chantrell Henderson.
Yep.
But he had a weird commitment. Because he came on after signing day.
Right. He committed to SC. I remember that.
Yeah, and then their coach bounced, and so he.
And then a month later, then he transferred. No.
Yeah, and so let's see who else we had. I guess Chad Thomas, but I mean I love Chad, but he didn't play like a 5-star guy.
Right.
Who else?
Trying to think. I mean, the thing with us, I feel like, is we have a bunch of good 4-star kids who are right on the edge. On some sites, as 5-star, and other sites they're 4-star. So I don't know, man. It's so hard to do nowadays too, because it's like we'll get a guy who we think is really good, and then he doesn't have the mindset to be in the program. Like he thinks he's made it just because he's at a Power 5 school, you know. So I don't know. I'm trying to
Good,
think.
brother.
So, hey, I know you're in Atlanta, but they were saying that DJ Dallas might get picked up by them.
Oh, to the Falcons? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
He grew up in Brunswick, I think. And,
Brunswick.
I don't know how far. I just moved here maybe a year ago, so I'm not too.
You like it up there?
You know, I love it, man. Yeah, it's cool. Like it's cool because the traffic sucks like anywhere, but other than that, I mean, there's something for everyone, man. It's a cool city. It's like a good balance between Southern hospitality, and then there's always something going on too. So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then we got a Georgia Tech game this year, so I'll definitely be going to that. So
that's
and it's
nice.
cool, especially up here. Like I went to the North Carolina game this year, and then I'll go to like the Duke game. So it's all maybe 5-hour drive, which it's a while, but not too bad.
That's not that bad.
We're pretty close to a lot of the schools up here and stuff like that for the Canes games and stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, but I'm gonna bounce, guys. I got like 2% on my phone.
I feel you, bro.
I hear you,
Jordan, I'll hop back on tomorrow, bro.
Sounds good, brother. Hey,
good seeing you, man. Go Canes,
you
baby.
too, brother.
Go Canes,
yes, sir.
Hey, here I got something for you. Go Canes. I got this. This for Go Canes.
Hey,
that's fun, man.
That's cool.
All right, boys.
All
right.
Take it easy, brother.
Later, Jordan.
See you, Cliff.
Bye,
See you,
bro.
Bye. All right, guys. I think, let's see. Yeah, so I think I'm going to wrap this up in like 5-10 minutes-ish.
Yeah.
Just because I think Marsh and Brad are done for the night. And, I think I'm not sure if we're going to do this tomorrow yet or not. It's been, dude, my butt hurts from sitting in the chair.
I hear you. I hear you, man. I would never. I'm probably going to watch the draft tomorrow, but it's just like normally I wouldn't, but there's nothing else going on right now, man. It sucks, but yeah, man. It was good talking to you guys, man, especially you, Jordan. I don't know you too well, man, but
yeah.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Yeah, you too, brother. But man, I always love talking Canes, and I'm so hyped for this year, dude. I'm ready to get it going. I hope it happens.
Yeah.
I'm confident it will, but
for sure, man.
See.
And if there's any questions or topics that you want to hit on before we wrap this up, like let's go for it. So, but if not, then we could just call it a night.
Yeah, man. Trying to think, man. Caught me off guard. Shoot.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to give you the opportunity, but I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah, man. Let me see here. Let's see. Are you you think even with our offensive coordinator, are you worried at all that because ever since I've been a Canes fan, it's always been struggling offensively or defensively. And with Manny, we're going to be okay defensively. And I say it, people look at me crazy, but I say if we score at least 28 points a game, we would have won every game, if not close to enough to be in the ACC championship.
Yeah.
So do you think that even with just an offensive coordinator, do you think it's going to take more than that to get us kind of over that hump to where we can score in those, big on-the-road games like FSU, Virginia Tech, things like that?
No, I think you're spot on because you're right. With Al Golden, we had a horrible defense.
Right.
Jed Fish years especially, we had great offenses.
Yeah.
So I think this is our best opportunity in a decade to have a balanced team that's good on both ends of the ball. I am expecting our defense to regress a little bit. I know Marsh disagrees with me here, but I think Marsh missed a lot of the D'Onofrio years. Because
that was brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
So, and here's my reasoning is we're very unproven at linebacker. I know we have a lot of talent. That's all well and good. I hope everyone plays well. But Zach McLeod was our third running back or our third linebacker for a reason.
Right.
And so now he's the best, and now we're gonna put guys that have never played college ball next to him. So that worries me. Our corners are paper thin. We don't really have any guys that really have played at a high level. Both Blades and Ivy were solid at times last year.
Yeah.
But Christian Williams has only been a special teams guy. To Corey Couch, I mean, I hope he's good, but I'm not.
I hope so too.
I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm just saying I haven't seen it yet.
Right.
And then our defense, our safeties, I love the talent. Like on paper, I love Gervin Hall and I love Bubba Bolden.
Right.
But I guess Bolden played pretty well. But I mean, you got to look at production, man. It's hard for me to like bet, like metaphorically bet my money on people that haven't actually produced yet.
Right. Sure.
And then, dude, defensive tackle's the same. Like Nesta, in my opinion, has been a bust so far. He has time to prove me wrong, and I hope he does. But man, I'm actually kind of thinking our defense takes a pretty big step back. And also, I think the type of like the tempo and the pressure that Rhett Lashley is going to put on our defense is going to take a toll as well. So I think even if we were like the same talent wise and had all the the same personnel as last season, I think we'd be 10 spots lower on the total defense rank. So it wouldn't surprise me if our offense is in the 30s and our defense is in the 40s.
Oh, a big drop, huh?
However, I still think that with that we can go 10-2. I mean, we have an easy schedule.
Yeah.
So,
I agree with that.
But I'm with
last year, but
so did I, man. I really did.
I think that's the problem. Is like being a Canes fan. You look at the schedule and you see, okay, North Carolina, Virginia, Duke. Those are always our trouble games.
Beating these basketball
schools.
I know, right?
It kills me, man. Especially being at that North Carolina game this year, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
pisses me off.
Oh,
dude, we didn't even come out to play. We were down 17-0.
And then the worst part is we come back, we have a chance to win. It's 4th and 17. And what does he do? He puts one safety back. Killed me.
Are they still going to play Rousseau as D tackle there? That little package that they have? I can't stand that package.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think we have a lot more talent at D end than defensive tackle. So it wouldn't surprise me on passing downs to see Rousseau between the tackles, and then you have Phillips and Roche.
Because they were in that coverage, right? That 4th and 17, the exact same coverage.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I don't remember what. I know they had one safety back.
Yeah,
and it was 4th and 17, man.
Yeah.
Do we think Blake Baker
I don't like Blake Baker. I hate him so much, dude.
Yeah, I'm not too
Manny
sour
would call
on
the defense. I don't understand it.
I would prefer that. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call myself like out on Blaker yet, or Blake Baker.
Call him Blaker.
Blake Baker.
Might as well call him Blaker.
I know. I'm not out on him yet.
Because a lot of people were out on him the first 5 games.
Yeah.
I'm gone already.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you definitely saw a difference between Manny being as involved and Manny not being involved on the defense.
Right,
so
for sure.
So I'm willing to be patient for this year.
Man,
I
think
will
Manny
say though,
did too much CEO
Yeah.
last year. I think he had to get more hands on from the beginning.
I agree, because that was kind of
that
was kind of the rumor with what happened with Enos, was that Enos picked Miami because Manny promised him more of a CEO type thing. Like, I'm a defensive guy, you're an offensive guy, so go ahead. Like, that's your side of the ball. I won't mess with it. And I mean, I don't want to drop this as inside info because it's like a person that I know knows a person who knows the scoop, right?
Mhm.
so don't trust me. But from what I understand, like Manny had a much different opinion on the QB situation than Dan Enos did.
He wanted Tate, right? Didn't he want Tate?
That's what I understand. Yeah, was that Manny was a Tate guy, and Enos, like, it was a non-starter for him. You know, he's like, I need a big, tall quarterback with a strong arm who stands in the pocket and reads the defense, and that's not Tate. You know, that's not Tate at all. So,
not
you
in
know,
that offense. That pro style offense he was giving us.
Yeah, it's so
with
stupid,
cutting
man.
edge.
Sorry, go ahead, Jordan.
Well, how did these coaches not understand? Like, how much ego do you have to think that your system is more important than matching your personnel?
Right.
I will never understand that.
Right.
I mean, like playing video games, that's pretty obvious. You know what I mean? It's like when you're playing the NCAA and you get the top recruit, you know, the 5-star kid that's like AI generated, right? And he's a dual threat running quarterback. His speed's 99. Like
Game
you start
over.
running
missed
read
those
options,
plays.
dude. You run read options. You don't throw the ball every play. You know, like it's not that hard. Like 10-year-old kids understand this.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I
remember when
hard.
I remember when Tate got in there in that bowl game for the first time. I was like, oh, finally. And even though it was a 4-yard scramble, I'm like, my God, he just made 4 guys miss. It seems like so. I mean, I'm hoping this year, man, he can learn under. I like Nkosi a lot, but he just hasn't shown me enough consistently. He'll have games, especially was it 2 years ago when he would come in for Rozier and vice versa. And I'd
It's
be
his
like,
accuracy,
okay, but
brother.
for sure. But he hasn't shown enough consistency. So if he can get consistency, I'm okay with it. But I think it'd be cool for like Tate or Nkosi, whoever wants to do it, just learn under
King.
My God.
DR
King. Yeah. Goodness.
Man, quarterback, huh? Finally, guys.
Yeah. Well, dude, I don't know, man. I've heard really good things about Tyler Van Dyke, so I'm not sure that the competition is going to be open in 2021.
Yeah.
But if it is, I would really love to see Tate there. You guys have probably heard me say it, but I love Cozy, but I honestly just want him to go somewhere else. Like I want Cozy to go be great at UCF because I think he seems like a good kid. I respect that he matured and isn't a locker room problem anymore.
Right.
But I'm kind of just like I'm satisfied that I've seen the best of N'Kosi Perry at Miami.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I might be wrong. You know, if he plays and he plays great, then cool. But
yeah, I think if he got in the spread offense, which I'm sure he ran in high school, being a dual threat quarterback, I think you would see a lot different. Because when it's you're snapping the ball, get the ball out in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, it's totally different than what Enos was trying to do with him. So I would. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the
center
day,
and stuff, all that.
I'd love at the end of the day, I'd love to see him and just take the heck off. You know what I mean? But if he doesn't, I'd love to see him transfer to like a UCF, like you said, an FAU, somewhere where he can go do what he's capable, especially at UCF, man, which is what the spread offices, they've been doing that since Scott Frost, 5 years.
I think he'd be perfect there.
It'd be awesome, man. So and it's
I mean,
right by Ocala where he's from.
Yeah,
I think it'd be
I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
That's I don't know. So you lived in Orlando, right? Not outside, like by Ocala?
Yeah. So I lived right near UCF. My wife, she went to school there, and so I lived there when she was going to UCF, and so we went to a bunch of the games and stuff there. And I love UCF. Like it's a cool school. Fans are cool. It's a wild time to say the least, but it's a cool place, man.
That's cool, man.
Stadium's rowdy as heck.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
We'll get the Rock like that this year. I know it, though. I know it.
Sure.
We're going to do it. I don't know. This year's different. We got a spread offense. We'll see. I'm just nervously optimistic.
We got to wait and see. Yeah, the wait and see test.
Yep.
We can't be hyping anymore. We gotta go out and do it.
Yeah. I think it's cool, though, just seeing all the players, even though during this, like, quarantine time, they're all just doing their own workouts, putting the work in. And that's what it's all about, man.
See Cam putting the
Yeah,
work.
Beast.
Love Cam. And who was it? It was Derek Coe. Did you guys hear him say that he? I think with his business, he ran into Zach McLeod the other day, like while he was just out working.
Nice.
And he said that McLeod is like chiseled and looks like he put on 15, 20 pounds of muscle.
Yeah,
since he last saw him. Yeah,
I mean, he had that whole year.
Yeah. So,
just getting stronger.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be sick, dude. I'm hyped. I'm hyped just to see us back, man. Even just to get back to the ACC championship, man. Just to be what all these kids are capable of. That's the thing. They're all capable of winning the ACC. If it's not this year, in the next couple of years, but we just got to get back to it.
Yeah,
it's got to be this year.
Yeah,
I feel it. I want it to be.
We got the quarterback.
One game at a time. One game at a time.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, I don't know. I feel like I've been victimized by this program, you know? I got like PTSD,
for like
you know?
15 years.
Every year, man. Every year. This is the year, every year, so.
Oh, yeah. I can't even stomach that anymore, man. I just have like war flashbacks to, you know, watching us get our face beat in by Clemson, like on the thing
National
is
TV,
I say that and you guys don't even know which one I'm talking about. You know, that's the problem, right?
You talking about Al Golden's last game? You talking about the championship?
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Is I could say getting our face beat in by Clemson. You're like, oh, which time? You know, because that's happened twice in the last 5 years.
The fill at the end of the game, so we didn't get shut out.
Yeah,
that was killer, man.
Horrible,
man.
That
was brutal.
Yeah, dude, I was so hyped before the ACC championship game. I thought we had a chance.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I can't remember who it was, but someone on Kane's Twitter tweeted out like hit stick and buzz stick. You know, Kane's by 90, whatever. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm all about it. Kane's by 90, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Crazy thing is, we all felt that way. That year we were on top of the world. We're like, finally, we're ranked in the top 5. Let's go.
Yeah.
But we'll see this year. I'm hoping
2 seasons later we'd go 12-13.
Yeah, man.
Not this year, baby. Not this year.
Yeah, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop off. My butt is tired from sitting here forever. So
I hear that.
Hey, but it's a pleasure. I appreciate you guys hopping on, and interacting with us, man. It was really fun.
Of course, man. Appreciate you guys. Go Canes.
Cool, dude.
Hopefully we can do something like this again sometime soon, man.
Yeah, I really want to. I think I'm gonna make the YouTube thing more regular.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like this is how we do mailbag or something. I don't know. I'll check the temperature of Twitter and see how people feel. But I like this format. So
yeah, I think it's cool, especially for guests and stuff like that.
I
think it's awesome, man. So
that's
awesome.
on.
Yeah. All right. Hope you guys have a good night.
You too, man.
All right,
Go
brother.
Canes, guys. Love you, dudes.
Canes.
Peace.
See you guys. Go Canes.